good appropriate time of the day to you, friends and enemies. I am Richard, and this whole thing around us, why, that's LMTDTMFFR, or, say it with me now, limited time offer, no vowels. And how are you doing today? I am doing well, thank you very much for asking. I had a nice long sleep. Didn't do much except have a nice long sleep, and I needed it apparently. I woke up feeling nice and refreshed this morning, not refreshed. I am definitely human and definitely have flesh on me most of the time. Or all of the time. Yes, all of the time. I definitely did not say most of the time by mistake there. No, I did say it by mistake. I definitely didn't, hint that I was accidentally a robot covered in flesh or an alien who was wearing flesh or something. No, that's not it. I am human, honestly. Well, I messed that one up, haven't I? Well, whether you believe I'm human or not, I am here to play I Was a Teenage Exocolonist today, and I hope you're here to watch that too, because, that's what I'm doing, so... And yes, my taking over of people's heads on this screen here has nothing to do with the fact that I am an alien taking over people's minds. That is definitely not what is going on. I just thought it would be a fun thing, take over everybody's head one at a time. Yeah, except for good old Vase there at the end, who's... I don't want to get into his mind at all, really. So he is just out there, left in the cold, not one of us, not part of the collective. Screw you, Vase. Alright. Well. I think it's time to start what is probably the last stream of I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We're about to... Well, let's get into it. We're about to head off with a bomb and do some stuff. So, let's just look at this. There we are, there's the screen. There's an enemy. And now we'll load our ending. Only quiet 2. Alright, well. It might not be our ending. We might have more to go after this. For all I know. And we just got these 2 to see. And I haven't unlocked another gear slot, have I? No. Again, that's probably organisation. Well, I don't know if this is going to be it, so let's just go around and see everybody before we go and blow everything up. Hiya, Cal. Cal behind the gun shed, kneeling down and peering under a tarped up watering pot. He shushes you and gestures for you to come look under the tarp. Dusty Gloom 6, 4-eyed Hopkins, look up at you. You're early out of sync. I haven't seen that mum in a while, he says. I don't want to touch him in case she's still around and smells me on that butt. He sighs. One of those damn jokers probably got her. That is true, but the oh no, you heard, I smelled the thing on the thing. That's a misnomer. No, not misnomer. The misunderstanding of what's going on. Because they smell you on them does not mean they will never come back to their young ones. That is wrong. And just abandon them. Alright, hey Dad. I'm a young adult now. I'm 19, so... Hey Sunbury, your dad greets you. Working hard or hardly working? He laughs and ruffles your hair. Hey, I'm about to go out and save the damn colony. Possibly, if I can get through it all with my stress. Mars. Mars is talking to a sharply dressed soldier. You watch her lean in and brush a bit of lint off her uniform. You watch her lean in and brush a bit of lint off of her uniform. Looking up at her with a flirtatious smirk. You cough, Mars sees you. He straightens up and gives you a business-like smile. Hello, Solon ACCCE, she says. Verbena and I were just talking about how the soldiers' quarters are starting to leak. Just terrible. Waking up wet, she says. And Verbena laughs awkwardly. Is there something you needed? How very flirtatious. Max is holding an ice pack. Goes out. Oh good, it's one of Vase's little birds. I'm not one of Vase's little birds. I hate Vase. I don't even want to talk to you. Alright, you, Nomi. Pt9 takes off the vert space helm and gives you a sunny smile. Hey, Solon ACCCC! Exclaiming, do you want to play Laser Fable? Gotta be careful, because people get weird now and running around shooting things, even if it's imaginary. But if we go around the back of geoponics, it's usually okay. Hey, Tangent. Didn't really have a lot of time for you, but hey. I did give you a yellow flower, and we know that you like that now. Busy saving the colonies, Hang, says rushing past you. What do you want? I mean... nothing. Can't talk to Dis, as I don't know where Dis is. Spike stares at the all sunny face. She barely acknowledges your presence. I mean, I could give you a presence. Or a present. Alright, Vase, I don't even want to talk to you. Even though I'm going to have to talk to you in a minute when we do this. Alright, everybody. Time to go explode the world. No, I've got insomnia. Look at that, we're only just into this year of my life and we might already be ending it. With a win. Excuse me. Sorry about that, everybody. That was horrible. I should have muted. Alright, time to check in with Chief Rhett. Correct. 1 second. There we go. Alright, Rhett and Utopia have set up a base camp in the swamps. They're studying the hollow screen intently. Oh, in the swamps? Okay. Like generals in a war room, you suppose. In a way, they are. Rhett gestures you over. What do you have to report, Solon ACCCC? I have the payload. You can tell Rhett that the computer virus is ready to upload to the Convergent Domains Array mainframe. Rhett nodly grims. Good work, kid, he says. One step closer to defeating this thing forever. I'm not convinced this is the best way, but given that I get another life at this... No. Well, maybe I don't get another. I assume you can always loop round. Anyway. We're one step closer to defeating this thing forever. Nothing else to report, sir. Rhett surveys the information before him. It's time to end this once and for all. You mean we can finally? Rhett nods and calls Vase over. Oh, that stupid Vase. Okay, you two, this is it. Time to infiltrate a convergent domain control facility. Our scouts have found one here in the swamps, with help from your survey data. We know where it is, we know how to access the array from it. We have the payload to fry the array once we do. I wonder if it's in that area that is big and expansive and lots of crystals everywhere, but doesn't actually do anything. There's only one problem, he says grimly. We can't get in. The facility has a bio-encoded lock. Only one of the system's clones agents can open it. It's kind of avatar, flesh body, AI mind. We've seen these agents active in the area. They're called gardeners. I feel a surge of fear for Sim. When is the last time you saw him? Has he run into other humans? It doesn't matter. We know he can come back from the dead. We need to find one and get the key from it. Red orders. I've already briefed Lieutenant Vase on the details. You and Vase are young. You've already done incredible work here in the swamps. Yes, I have, he says, gesturing to you and Vase. You're our best field agents. You know the swamps, and you've seen what the convergent domain is capable of. If anyone can manage this, you can. Alright, well, pretty stressed out. I can only do 3, maybe 4 of them. Utopia speaks up. Frankly, this whole thing stinks of impossible. No, it's just the swamp, she says. And I think keen on sending kids out to do an adult's work is dangerous. I'm 19. I am an adult. It's dangerous, Solon ACCCC. Hunting down an AI agent in their own territory, breaking into their base. She puts her hand on your shoulder. Being assigned to this, she continues softly. You get to volunteer. Alright. I choose it. I choose to go. I'm not going to kill anybody if I can. No! Loyalty! Rhett turns to Vase to ask him the same question, but Vase is already saluting. You can count on me, sir! Vase snaps. Solon ACCCC doesn't make it. I'll pull the payload out of his dead fingers and plant it myself. If you try to kill me, I will try to kill you right back, and I beat you in that fight before. Utopia grimaces, but Rhett just laughs. Good energy, Lieutenant. Now get out there and kick some alien butt. Alright, well. Oh. Hunt in the swamps. Well, check in with Chief Rhett. You got nothing else to say, right? What do you have to report? No, nothing else to report. So back to the swamps. We have the coordinates of the control facilities in the swamp, Rhett says. Resending a map location to your holopalm. Survey teams have been able to access it. Haven't been able to access it, but we see one of the system's clone agents, ugly things, going in and out. It has the key you need. Hunt it down and get it. I don't have enough persuasion to persuade you, so you might just be shot to death, Sim, I'm afraid. Time to go hunting in the swamps. Friendship with Vase. There. Alright, well, we got medicinal herbs over here. Alright, Utopia. No, Utopia, tell me what's going on. Getting some tracking tips from Utopia, learning how to listen and look for subtle cues that an animal has been through here. Animal, maxed out, perception, maxed out. Not worse, has been hunting you. Stops and holds up her hand. Shh, she whispers. Do you hear that? No. Listen intently to the sound of the swamp and hear a long drawn out hoot. It's like an owl, but creepier? I mean, I don't know what an owl sounds like either. I haven't seen an owl. I've never lived on Earth. It's an air squid, Utopia continues. Been tracking a herd of them for a few days. It's tough going, floating above the ground like float cows. Maybe you'll have better luck. It'd be cool to see one. It's not see one, it'd be cool to kill one. No, it wouldn't, Grace. Even though I put you in, Utopia notes. If you do see one, that's because it's decided it's going to eat you. Keep that in mind. It might be hunting it, but it might also be hunting you. The most important thing to do is observe it. There's Utopia. It's not acting aggressively and seems to be migrating away from the colony. You can leave it be. Mind you, she says, shrugging. If you do get a clear shot, Rhett will be happy with you. So there's that. Couple's fare's been laid up by them, she adds. But stay on your guard and stick together. Alright, looking out for air squids that I can just easily bypass because of my ability to just walk through things. Next to perception 100? Yep, slip past all path walking events. Oh, there's the thing down here. I thought going up was the way. No, going up leads us to a different place. Oh, no, oh! Wow, that's nice and close by, isn't it? Well, we're going to go around and look and pick up all the stuff and see what's on the way. I was thinking of the crystal area when I was thinking of the place. I was wrong. Right, we can walk past that. Usually there's something. No, nothing behind you today? Okay. Things to pick up, like these medicinal herbs. Somebody's built steps, though. Oh, hey there, Faceless. No thanks. Not looking to take you on right now. I think I need to. Oh, what are you? A blobber fruit. A bobber fruit. Sorry, not a blobber fruit. And another Faceless. Bush Bob. No, alright. This is presumably the end. Alright, well let's go. I assume that the one that is right back at the beginning is where we find the gardener. Could be wrong, of course. Oh. I just want to picked up everything. Never mind, I obviously didn't pick up everything. Hopefully I have now. I'm not going to deal with you unicorns, I'm only going to deal with the important ones this time. Or the exclamation marks. So there's 3 of them, so as long as I don't get any stress, Hopefully I don't need to deal with all three of them every time. Because I might do it this month and then, you know, go back to sleep. Alright, let's just have a quick look. Values world. World values metric, all pairs and straights. Or straights. So world cards are pretty good. Alright. We have quite a big deck. 2 wilds. 4 blue. 4 yellow, 8 blue. And 35, 38, 40 reds. Oh, I could have looked at the number. That would have made sense. I got the gear that I want, +1 to red cards, +5 to bonus traits. Don't care about the skill increase. Okay, 3 less stress. 3 bonus to pairs. +5 bonus to straights. +3 bonus to pairs. So 2 pairs would get you 4. Whereas the straights will get you... Well, okay, so 2 pairs would get you an extra 6. Whereas 1 straight will get you a bonus 5. The whole fight might be better. And you gain less stress. Alright, yeah. Sorry, Ricky. I'm gonna put in Optimus Prime. Yeah? And then I can do less stress. And if I can just get pairs rather than straights. If I get 2 pairs, it's better than a single straight. Anyway, you hear that creeping hooting sound again. The S-squared Utopia wanted you to track and observe. Now you're getting closer, so you better keep your ears sharp. It seems to be on the move. Stop to listen. Through perception. You listen carefully for it so you can tell which directions it's going in, then move on. Is that it? Okay, well we got 7 stress. +7 stress, -8. -8? Oh, because -3 for the card. For the Hopeye, and -5 because of my thing already. Alright. Alright, well, we've been around. I'm looking for challenges. Oh, okay, went the wrong way there. Chose the wrong branch. Oh well. Not you, I don't think, but you. Union base have been on the lookout for an alien AI agent. They can use its key to gain access to the command facility. When you think you'll never find someone, or something, that doesn't want to be found in the swamps, you come across a creature blocking your path, just sitting there like it's waiting for you. Is this the one which broke its programming? Nope. It's Noctilescence. Noctilescence. Yeah, okay. You catch a look of recognition that's familiar about alien face. Base recalls from them and raises his rifle. Noctilescence raises a sonic emitter with a sort of amusement to the tilt of her more humanoid parts. This is it. What's this? The agent rat wants us to kill. What do you do? You are... I have talked to Sim about you, so I'm afraid it looks like we're just going to attack you. Goal of only 99. Alright. Must do to cards with gems. Ah! I was going to say, I can do a 4 and a 4, but no, now I've got a 6. And now I can do a 6, but then none of those become pairs. If I do that, you're already a pair. You're a pair. That wasn't... Smart for my age wasn't blue. What happened there? Was it? Oh, okay. +2 to gem cards. I mean, that's a pair of 4, and if I do that, that's just a wild, so that'll just get me a colour bonus. +1 to gem cards. Does that include you? No. Alright, so if I put those two down, they're a pair as well. So, alright, maybe what I do is 4, 4, and then I'll have a 10. 24. Not horrible. Well, no, I could have I've got a pair there already. Alright, no, I have to... That's a beautiful list of this. There we go. 20. Looking good to me. Alright. +1 for each other card that has a gem on it. No? Alright. Well, 6, 7, 10, 10. There we go. That's an extra 4. There's another 48. And then I can't get 6, 7, 8, but yep. It's looking good to me. All cards become blue. Alright, okay. Oh, cards with gems are wild. Alright, okay, that's why. Okay, so they will match anything. I hadn't realised. I'm an idiot. I should have looked that up there. Alright, so if I do 7, 7. If I do another 7. See, that's only a 6. And if I did 4 and 5. There we go. Wait, they're wild, aren't they? Cards with gems are wild. So they should match everything. Alright, so let's... No cards with gems become every suit. Okay. That is why... Alright, okay, I'm just an idiot. No, I don't want you to become a 5. But if I do you as a 5 and you as a 5... Oh wait, wrong way around. No. Alright, I was trying desperately there to get 2 pairs. Cards less than 5 become 5. I mean... Oh, you become a 5. All cards become 5. Alright, okay, so if I do that and then I have 2 pairs. There we go, because that's a 4. And I don't have another 5 in there. If I do that. There we go, that gets you 3 of a kind, but that only gets you 3. I was hoping to see what... But yeah, I think 2 per, rather than having another 7 and another 7, because that would get you 1, 3, 6, 10. Right? So +1, +2, +1, +2, +3, +4. Yeah. Whereas that's got you 10 anyway. I'm sure if I just do that and that. No, I get 49. Oh, because you became a 5. So if I move you to the end. There we go, 56 is better. Yeah, I think that's the best we've got. Yeah, it is. Alright, well there we go, +1 kudos. We're getting the best. New base, unload everything you have in turn Noctilescence. When they turn and run into the gloop willows, with a touch of their hand, the sagging wet foliage closes behind them, leaving you facing an impenetrable wall of goo. You sigh and place your hand against the gloop willows, muttering bloody Noctilescence. Face cracked his head. What did you say? Wait, you knew that thing? I know its name, that's all I know. Jill faced you've met Noxolescence before. That time he took off ahead of you. He rounds. If you had intel on it, you should have said something before. Meh. Basically shakes his head in amazement. Goddamn unreal, he says. Aliens that can talk to us? Gestures to the ground, splattered with bright turquoise blood. We got it pretty good, he says. It's probably just gone off to die. Let's keep tracking it until we get that key. I don't think it has gone off just to die. If we've missed our opportunity by not talking to it, I've messed things up. Well, that's a thing, eh? Control the coordinates of the control facility Brett told you about. Looks like any other convergent domain site. That is, it doesn't look like much at all. It's just a hole in the ground. There are no guards, but a short way into the tunnel is a large circular iris door. There's no visible opening, mechanism, or lock. Use the key. I can't do that. Alright. Mace smacks his hand against the door, but it doesn't budge. Yeah, this is the place alright, he grunts. But we aren't getting in without that key. To find the gardener agent and get that key off of them, like the chief said. We crawl out the hole that leads to the facility. It's a glimpse of something large moving through the gloop well. Something watching you, maybe? Use the key. Shouldn't we call back it? No, we'll come back later. Alright. I sure hope I haven't messed this up by attacking him rather than talking to him. If I have to clear every one of these, I don't know. Well, maybe I should go back looking to see if if a new challenge has appeared somewhere else. Let's go and find this person. Let's do some happy singing while we're looking for the thing that we're going to kill. La 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 la. La 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 la. No? Aha! You have appeared here. I've only got one more of these in me. You swear. Oh, it's the air squid again. You swear the air squid must be close. You've been following its hoot. You haven't heard it in a while. Look for signs. Try mimicking its hoot. Let Vase do it. Let's look for signs. 3 animals again. Yes, squid don't leave any tracks because they float, but you can see signs of a scuffle nearby, where the air squid must have found prey in the underbrush. Olive Arm says they dangle their tentacles down and snatch up anything that comes too close. Something must have fought back because you find a short length of air squid tentacle, just 5 centimeters long, still wiggling. A little further on, there's a trail of black blood. Signs are fresh, but it's definitely in the area. Must be further ahead. Yeah, I don't know if I'm tracking the squid and it's attacking the gardener, or whether that is just a convenient thing that happens to have been happening at the same time. I think that's probably... Hey! There you are again. Alright, I'm going to do you, and then... I am going to attempt this, and then I'm going to not have enough stress, I think. Follow the trail, the turquoise blood back through the swamp. It has a faint glow to it, making it easy to spot, and also easy to tell when you've lost it completely. It just stops. Wander for a while, looking for any sign of a wounded gardener. For a while you find not quite what you're looking for, but... Hello humans, Noxolescence greets you with their sandpaper on glass voice, standing out in the open, arms at their side, completely unafraid. What's more, they're completely uninjured. Yeah, I know they are. Yeah, there's no trace of the damage you managed to inflict on them during your brief but bloody fight. Nice lunges forward a few steps. Impossible! He exclaims. We almost killed you. Why aren't you dead yet? I mean, so many bodies that they can become. Noxolescence doesn't smile. Not in any way you'd recognise as a smile. But you get a sense that they're amused. Then someone steps out of the tree. Sim stands at the midpoint between you and Noxolescence. Solid ACCC, he says with his almost human face creased with worry. I'm sorry, I'm not here to save you as I usually do. He looks at Noxolescence. Are you certain it's come to this? Can't we just permit them to multiply? Noxolescence cuts him off like explosive thornwood on the southern continent. Little brother Symbiosis, do not pretend non-knowledge. Invasive species injures the garden. My brother encourages the weeds, they continue. Speaking to you, he waters them. He tends to you. It is his nature to inquire and to learn. They narrow their eyes and move a hand to the sonic emitter. He forgets his design, but we'll recall it now. To tend the garden, we must pluck weeds at the root. As we do as well. I can't try to talk to them because I don't have persuasion of 10 or greater. Persuasion of 3, there we go. Please, Solon ACCC, please turn around and go back to the colony. I cannot help you if you continue down this path. Sorry. Down you go. 102, you say? I mean... value is wild, so if I put you there... and then I just need... I mean, if I do that, that makes you at least... there we go. There's a pair. Where's that? 3 from battle condition, bonus to pairs. So yeah, and then I do... I could do that one, that could be a pair as well. There we go, 24 for 3 cards, plus 7. So I want more pairs. Can't do any better than 2 pairs. So yeah, next round. Card next to you becomes a 5, minus 2 to the neighbouring cards. Plus 3 if it's on the 3rd challenge, so that would make it an 8. Alright, so I think 7, 7. And maybe 5. And then I can't use a blue card because otherwise that will become an 11. If I do that, that becomes 38. What if I use you instead? 44. There we go. Because plus 6, 2 pairs, is crazy. Alright, well I can get... I think we put that there. Okay, so we get 8, 8, and there's another 8. There, we smash the goal. And then... oh, plus 3 to red cards. Oh, priming the payload. I mean, you're coming in. But I was going to... I mean... you become a 7. Okay, so there you go. There's another 7. But you have... I can get rid of you and just put in the 10 then. $63. Wait, did that? Oh no, it did change. I was going to say. That's 1 less. Oh, and you two should swap round. There we go. 66. If I do that, it's not going to be any better. It's going to be worse, right? Yeah, it drops by 16. I mean, the fact that that adds plus 3 to all of those. Yeah, alright, 66. Super goal. Best we got. That's war combat, plus 1 kudos. Ooh, more kudos, you say. You have base open fire on the pair of gardeners, and the air is quickly filled with drone bullets and reverberating with the strange, brain-liquefying sonic weapons. You notice that Sim doesn't seem to be firing on you. In fact, it seems to only be trying to draw your fire. Surprisingly deft at guiding your smart bullets to hit trees or careen off into the sky. What's the matter? He teases his face. Are your intelligent weapons malfunctioning? How terrible for you. Face growls and focuses his fire on Sim. In the chaos, neither of you notice until too late that Noctilescence is disappearing into the trees. Damn it, I swear the big ugly centaur thing still has the key. Why are we screwing around with this one? You and Base chase down Noctilescence, leaving the trill of Sim's laughter behind you as you flounder into knee-deep muck. By the time you freed yourself, Sim is gone as well. I'm sorry, Sim. I'm gonna kill you, nullshits. Base screams at the uncaring swamp. Next time you come from base, that's it. You're starting dead. Alright, well. One more time. Into the swamp. Hey, hey. Always got to do things in threes, eh? Something is blocking your plus. Path. Something is blocking. It's such a simple phrase. Something is blocking your path. Something is blocking your path. Something is blocking your path. Noctilescence. You just fought them, but they look completely unharmed. Meh. They look different than they did before. Larger. Their presence seems to fill the path before you. You're not sure if it's because they're physically larger, or if it's because all of nature seems to bend around them, making space for them. I mean, I don't particularly want to fight you, and I wonder if fighting you is making you better, but this is how we're doing it. This time, Noctilescence doesn't wait for you. They draw their sonic emitter and attack. Defend yourself! It's only a normal challenge. It's 110 though this time. Alright. +7 if this is the only blue card. Oh, card becomes red. Okay, so I can put anything. Alright, priming the payload, we went to the end. Oh my god. Alright, -1 stress is not going to help us. Alright, okay. That might be the best way to do that. Yes. Yes. We'll do that. Alright. I think I want to use you this time. +2 to cards with lower value. So I can do a 10, 10. And then +6 if this has the highest value. It does not, but it can become a pair. Oh, no, wait. Ah! If I swap that around. No. You're 6 out here. Okay, but there's nothing I have here that... I mean... No. Alright, give me a card. I don't need to do this, but... Oh, okay. Yes, I can make that a red card, and then you... Oh no, you'll add it, you become a 10. Oh. Alright, there we go. No, that's 9, because I don't want... Ah! I want to get another bonus. If I do that one, and I do that one, no, you become a 10 as well. If I do that one... Alright, give me another card. A 7, there we go. So 7 and 7. There we go. An additional +3 from that bonus. -1 stress, well, it's not going to matter. I'm going to have to go home exhausted. After we've got the key. Now I just need 31. Alright, well you're coming out, and you're becoming a red card. So you're going to add +3 to yourself, which is great. I do not think... Alright, so I can go 9, 9. Why don't you become... Oh, because you're not a... Alright, you can go 11. 11, there we go. And then... Oh, and if I can get a pair and a straight, so swap you over. There we go. 81. 11, 11. 12, 13, 14. We've got a flush, we've got a straight, we've got a pair. I could make a 10 camping outside, but I don't think that's worth it. So there we go. Win with 81. Plus 20 from pairs, straights and flushes. That's pretty good. I mean, I'm getting a plus 20 anyway. I was just thinking if I made that a 10, then that would be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and that would make that plus 10, rather than the plus 6 it is. Eight and 8 would only get me another 4. It would drop that way 3, but no, the 14 and the 13 are also worth more than the 2 8s. Or the 2 9s. Oh. Alright, yeah, let's just 68. 81. So yeah. Because of their values. Oh, you were going with 10. Ah, no wonder. Alright. Yeah, alright. There we go. That's our thing. Thank you, enemy's loyalty. Thank you, priming the payload. Well, an enemy's loyalty doesn't help, but it's got a +5. So we'll win. Best we got 81. -1 stress. 4 combat. Okay, so I didn't get any stress with that. First volley from the emitter takes you to your knees, but it misses Vase, giving him the time he needs to go on the offensive. What? Me! I hero, not you, Vase. When your head stops ringing, you take off after them down the path. Noctilescence is obviously trying to lead you away from the facility, but Vase won't let him get away again. He has Noctilescence staggered under a hail of drone bullets by the time you catch up to them. And when you add your firepower, Noctilescence finally collapses. You wait for a long time to make sure they're really dead. The swamp is eerily silent. Sonic emitter, +3 to cards. Well, you're better than the Xenophore. Or look for this facility key. I want the key. You search the Noctilescence corpse. No pockets to speak of. At least nothing that could hold a key. Hey! It says, pulling out a plastic cutter. Facility is bio-coded, isn't it? Yeah, I knew that was coming. Ace, source through the exposed sinew of muscle and Noctilescence next. It's a gory, slow business. Eventually, Vase pulls the head from the body in gouts of turquoise blood. For good measure, he saws off one of the creepy human hands to creepily human hands. What's left of Noctilescence slumps to the ground in a leafless pile of disparate parts. There, Vase says. Now we can get to their facility. And I take the weapon as well anyway. Pick up the weapon. Strange gunflower device that seems to be modelled on your own weapons. Point it experimentally at a tree and squeeze the trigger softly. You hear a high-pitched hum, but nothing happens. As you gradually increase the pressure, the tree begins to tremble, then shake, and suddenly cracks and splits down the middle. Well, that's effective. You're too worn out and tired to continue. You have to go home now. Spent the month exploring. Animals in combat. Stupid Vase. Alright, I'm going to have to rest, and then we're going to have to go and deal with it in the next month. Alright? Unless I can find some way to lower my stress immediately. Yeah, not collectibles, gear. Alright, toy Xenofauna. Fauna. It's time to put you away. When I was a child, I played with childish things. Now I am a man. I play with sonic emitters! Woo! Hope you're doing okay, Optimus Prime. You're helping me out. Hey everyone. Your dad is sitting on the fence overlooking the animal paddocks, chewing on a piece of grass. Oh hey, Sugar Bean, he says, packing the fence next to him. Come to take a look at my wild, dangerous animals? No, it's the float panels again. I do need some time off, but I'm talking to everybody first. You're just catching some shut-eye. Alright, well, I'm sorry, I'm going to sleep this month out. You got anything exciting to say, Mars? No. You the notice board. 130, 80% for yellow security. Alright, okay. I wonder if you can get the colony to die if you don't do anything with the colony defense at all, whether it can go down to 0%. Don't call me Vase's boy. I'm not one of Vase's little boys, you birds, boys, whatever. Dum dum. I hate Vase. Alright. Hey Vase, I hate you. This place is a backwater podunk radical experiment in what happens when you build a society out of weaklings. They say, surveying the colony, but for some sorting reason, it's home. Couldn't tell you why, but I'll protect it until my dying breath. Hey, I can spend some time with you, alright. You catch Spike around the side of the garrison, leaning her head up against her arm. She pushes herself off the wall as you approach her. She rubs her eyes. What's up, Solon ACC? Does somebody need them? Me. I need you. I need you to come with me and take some time off. Checks the time on her hologram as well. Yeah, I think I can swing that. She brings you up to the walls. I was going to go and sit on the walls anyway as a rest. Spike leads you to a place on the walls with a beautiful view of the wilderness outside. Ah, 20 stress. It's kind of pretty, right? Spike sighs, taking your hand and putting her head on your shoulders. You kick your legs over the edge of the walls. It's too bad it's full of killer aliens, she mutters. Rubs her eyes on your shoulder. Really? She rubs her eyes on my shoulder. Alright. Wish they would just leave us alone. Nope. No, nobody needs anything from you, Spike. I'm the one they need something from. You got anything to say, Tangent? Don't have time to waste explaining simple concepts to mental degenerates. Hey, I am best at biology. And reasonably good at engineering. I mean, I couldn't reason my way out of a paper bag. And if you asked me to organise the said paper bag before you wanted me to reason my way out of it, I would fail miserably. But, you know, I'd try, damn it. I'd try. Anyway, I'm not here to ask you a question. I'm not going to do any of those things in engineering. It's time for me. Thank you for the rest and relaxation there, Spike. It's time for us to go outside. Once again. Check in. Hey, we got the thing. What do you have? No, we got the key. I'd like to, you know, report that. But if you don't want to do that, time to go hunting in the swamps. Oh, I should have read what it said. I missed. Alright. Time to get out of here. Should have seen if there were any collectibles left. Hey, you haven't, no. We're gonna go and explode things. As is the human way. Violence, always the answer. For humanity, doomed never to understand. Oh. Alright, yeah, I presume this is a thing with Sim. No? Oh, it's the air squid. Alright, okay. We can finish off with an air squid before we go and finish off all of the life on the planet. You and Race have finally tracked down your prey, the elusive air squid. Its eyeless face resembles scarred grey flesh. An old shark. Its many gashes. Its many gash-like mouths hang open. Long needle teeth flexing like gills as it breathes. Looks like something dead, washed up on the shore, except it's floating in the sky. I will continue to observe it. I mean, I don't want to shoot it. Oh, look, more animals. Yeah, it's the mental thing that's going down because, you know, I have insomnia. Anyway, you watch it drift along. Angling its tentacles close to the ground, searching for prey. Sensitive tentacles can feel vibrations like the beating of a small creature's heart, and possibly electrical signals. Sensitive tentacles are matched by a sensitive hearing. Of course, it hears you almost immediately. So one thing you learned is that an air squid can be frighteningly fast when they need to be. The quarry pushes its tentacles against the ground to propel itself towards you, like a torpedo made from a dead sea lion crossed with a giant squid. I could learn more animal facts. Time to defend myself in combat. Time to push. First collectible use is free. Excellent. Time to push good old Vase into the tentacles. 110. Alright, well this is getting harder. I could do 8, 8, 8. There we go. Plus 6. So 8, 18. Sorry, 16, 24, 27. Alright, yeah, okay. I'm just checking that I can in fact add up the things to work out how it works. Yeah, okay, 33. It's not exactly a third of that, but it's close enough. Alright. Now I want to get less stuff. And if I can get another pair. +1 to cards with gems. Oh. Alright, yeah, I can do that. Oh no, because you'll become an 11 as well. Because I was going to say, oh, that's fine. You'll become a 10. If I do that. And then you'll become... Oh, because you're a yellow card as well. Oh, alright, you don't count. Alright, let's redo this one entirely then. Alright, I can do 8, 8. That gives us a 9, 9. And then I can do 10, 10. Oh, you don't have a gem. And doing that will lower it. Okay. So I can make. I haven't got a 13. I can put the 10 out there. Or no, I'll keep that 9 because I've got 9s there. Alright, yeah, so we'll do 50. The first collectible use is free. I've got to remember that. Maybe I will use it. Set neighbours to 6. No thanks. Charge to the right becomes a 5. No thank you. So 9, 9. I mean, I could go also 9, 9. And I could just put a 10 in the middle there. Or, no, actually I can put you in the middle there. There we go, that's 66. And if I swap you two around, that's only 60. See, that's just... With the plus bonuses to pairs, I mean, that is crazy. Because two pairs or pairs is better than 4 of a kind. That shouldn't be the way that works. I mean, the other thing I've got was +5 to straights, wasn't it? So that would be a 3 card thing. Which might be better than this, but I get the less stress as well, so I'm willing to take that trade-off. So yeah, 66, super goal. First collectible use is free. I mean, I might as well. Hey, Mushlog. Oh, no. Sorry, Mushlog. There we go. 68, even better. Win. -1 stress, +4 combat. Kudos. There we go. You and Race dispatch the air squid. Its corpse-like body deflates and falls to the ground, oozing grey flesh across the swamp. Shit, yeah! Basic Sailor fires his rifle into the air in victory, and insists on taking selfies with his girl, as disgusting as the dead creature is. Disgusting as the alive creature is as well. I didn't care about taking on this. +2 to first card, +2 to last card. Wow, that's not bad. 10 kudos. Tracking the air squid memory, and +4 to combat, which I don't care about. Alright, now we're going to keep exploring. Alright. Alright, base, we're going into the base. Time for us to go face to face with whatever it is that inhabits this place. I just hope you don't have an accident. Nah, he was killed really early in the fight. I was the one who did all of the stuff. Vase was just an idiot who tripped over a laser wire. Even though I told him, look, there's a laser wire, he tripped over it and it chopped him into tiny pieces. Alright. You're back at the control facility. The iron-shaped door remains locked to you. But we got the key there. Vase raises Noctilescent's head, holding it by the hair. This is it, he says, psyching himself up. Still got that payload? Whatever's inside there. When we destroy it, things are going to change forever for humanity. Are you ready to be heroes? I'm ready to shoot you in the head. I mean, I guess we will go together, use the key. But if the option comes up, don't really want you there, Vase. Vase studies the door for any obvious way to utilize the key. Eventually he shrugs and smushes the bloody head against the wall panel. The round door smoothly dilates open without so much as a squeak. Convergent domain facilities all look as if the planet has begun to swallow them up. Even the ones that are still active. A gust of fresh air ruffles your hair, smelling faintly of wet dirt. You follow the twisting tunnels down the central path that seems swept clean by recent footsteps. Smaller branches head into deeper shadow, covered by generations of dust. Some paths are completely blocked by natural stalagmites and hanging roots. Through some doorways, you can see more cloning tanks. Others are overgrown with glowing blue fungus. Everything is big and empty, as if these great rooms once contained furniture. But everything else has since rotted away, except the walls and the crystal console panels. Everything is damp here. You can hear the distant throbbing of pumps, keeping the swamp's water out. You come at last to the large iris door and again press the head to the panel. It opens. A now familiar silhouette steps from behind the door and blocks your path. It's Noctilescent, the same Noctilescent whose head Vance is holding. Or Face. I'm gonna fuck up your name every time because I just don't care about you. Or because I am not used to the word face, even though I used it several times in a thing. I don't care about you as a person, but that's not why I'm fucking up your name. It's because I'm an idiot who fucks up names. Face growls and scrambles for his drone rifle. What the fuck? He starts, but another Noctilescent slips from the shadows in the tunnel behind you. Then another one. Clones! And exclaims, they're all clones! Yes, we knew that! They stare at you with triplet, menacing expressions. As a unit, they raise their sonic emitters. You have done this! He speaks in unison, their voices like the creaking of dried wood about to snap, forcing us to take this form, these bodies, messy, biological. Inconvenient, hisses one. Uncontrollable, rusts another at the same time. Infuriating, the third concludes. Oh, I can slip past them, with perception of you greater rather than fighting them. Their faces twist in barely restrained hate. They speak again in unison again. You cannot kill a gardener. Your vermin brains do not even comprehend what we are. I mean, I do comprehend. I do understand. It's just, for the purposes of the plot, I'm not allowed to. Hey, I'm just gonna slip past you. I need to fight you. I will leave face to do that while I go and do the things. Hey! Share a look with Face. Without speaking, he just gives you a nod and silently mouths, go. I mean, we did this before. I took down the Faceless. But hey. Next years, and all of a sudden, everything seems to whip from slow motion to super speed. You turn and run as chaos erupts into the small tunnelway all around you. Blasts from sonic emitters reverberate over your head. Oh, hey, I've got one of those. I could have given one to Face to help out, but nope, it's mine now. And you hear the meaty womp womp of Face clobbering the two gardeners behind you with his rifle, drawing their attention, not with his drone rifle, but with his own body. Most distracting weapon available to him. Only one Noctilescent stands before you. You run and dive, sliding your body under their reach like you're on the sports ball pitch. Yep, did a lot of sports ball as you scramble to your feet. The iris door closes behind you, locking Vase in with the gardeners. You can't stop to think about Vase's sacrifice. I mean, he might not. He might be good enough to get rid of two of them at once. I don't know. How everything you experienced together in the swamps has led to this moment. Mason entrusted you to be the hero, and in doing so, became one himself. For real. You have to survive now. So everyone knows he was a hero to the last. No, he died horribly. Right at the beginning. He stupidly charged at 2 of them at once. Possibly he was doing it to distract them, but I think he was just an idiot who just wanted to kill all the time. Anyway, you reach the control room. That's the story I'm telling them anyway. You reach the control room. It's a cavernous space. You must have been slowly descending as you walked, because the ceiling soars so far overhead that you must be deep underground. Nothing leaps out to stop you as you walk down the center of the room, flanked by rows of massive cloning tanks. Some are broken, but all are empty. In some, glowing green fungus has begun to reclaim the tanks. It washes what you can see of the room in a sickly yellow hue. Sitting in the front center of the room is the most mechanical structure you've ever seen in a convergent domain ruin. A large central column with mechanical legs squats imposingly over the things, like a spider tending to its cocoon prey. Thanks for that image. You approach the columns and climb the steps. There are no screens or visible interface, only pairs of the same knobbly fungus protrusions you've used to access the array before. You doubt you'll be welcomed in the array if you interface with it like you have before. You should upload the payload without losing your mind to the central consciousness, or worse. But how? You take your copy of the payload from the holoband on your wrist and look for somewhere to plug it in, or something? You're not sure. Shit. How do you use this thing? Okay, so it's a reasoning challenge. Or you know this because engineering of 50 or greater. Engineering of 50. Just. Oh. I'm so glad I went to school, those last few times that my mother never saw because she died trying to feed us. Alright, now here we go. I know this. I'm not even going to try to do a reasoning challenge. Because my reasoning... Yeah, I know it. Take a deep breath and will yourself not to panic. A skilled engineer like you should be able to understand it. The array was created by mortal minds just like yours, despite its overblown opinion of itself. You calmly search the command structure for anything that resembles a data port. Eventually, you find one. Fit it with the payload's universal connector. The console hums with life. The payload is ready for upload. Upload that payload. You grab onto the interface handles and connect to the array. Your vision goes blank as you're sucked into the alien mainframe, mind filled with abstract forms of data and functions, in impossible colours imagined by sightless beings. In the space between seconds, your consciousness is mapped across a truly infinite space, a digital space, but somehow known to the meat of your body too, by the very molecules that make up your form. The math at the centre of the universe, at the centre of all living beings. Its tendrils entwine around you and sublimate you into its holy fractal. You divide endlessly. It's a struggle to see yourself as a unique being, to see yourself as entirely separate from its perfect whole. You don't see or feel the array so much as you just know it. You're a part of it. You always have been. When you find yourself again, your organic body feels impossibly small. A tiny data point at the end of the long branch, a blinking I/O box. Input output. You inject the payload. You float in a universe of data like sea foam floats on the surface of the ocean, watching the blinking payload descend into the heart of the network. You watch it start to multiply, then spread. I need to get back to my body before this happens, before, it infects everything. Nothing happens. Then, your vision returns. You're back in the cave, and a churning hum fills your senses. The console before you is powering down for the last time, and you're not alone. Oh no, is it Vase? Sim is here. He looks up at the command console in horror. He strides past you, touches the... Oh yeah, I suppose I'm going to lose all my friendship with you, aren't I? He strides past you and touches the interface handles. After a few silent seconds, he carefully lifts his hands away from the inert, lifeless growth. What have you done? He says, slowly, like a man coming out of a long sleep. Succeeded you? What had to be done for humanity's safety? I'm sorry, but you were coming for us, again and again, and we couldn't find a way out. I mean, if I'd taken just a bit longer, maybe I would have done it. Oh, loyalty! Boo! Tim takes a few steps away from the console, descending the stairs without turning around. It's so quiet, he says, touching his forehead. There's nothing left. I can't feel anything. You're trapped in your body. You can't die and come back. You're mortal like the rest of us. Planet will be nature now. I've always been able to hear the array, he continues. No. You can't understand. I am the array, the planet, everything living on it. All gardeners are connected to it. He looks haunted. Or were. Now what are we? Did you help me do this? You taught me things and gave me things. You are making you... I think you wanted to be an individual at points, even though you enjoyed being you. I think you want to understand more. I don't know. Did you help me do this? Sim could have killed you while you were helpless connected to the ray. What did you see while you were in there, he answers. Hostility? Fear? You shake your head. You felt nothing. It was vast and empty. We're not individuals in the sense that you understand, Sim answers. When you connected to the ray, your thoughts and desires became, in part, mine as well. He tilts his head. Perhaps, after 20,000 years of vigilance, all it took was a suggestion from within that we simply stop. What will happen to you? You'll live out your life now, I guess. Sim's mouth opens and closes, trying to form the words. He looks stunned. Well, I suppose I can die now, he says after some time. This physical body, when it's damaged beyond repair, my consciousness can't be transferred into another one. I'm the last me. I mean, that is sad that you are the last of you. But now everything you do, you will be experiencing it, and you can live it. It's not as if you can go, I can do this anytime I want. Now this could be the last time, so perhaps you will appreciate it more. I'm not saying that's necessarily I've done a good thing here, but hey, maybe. He smiles self-deprecatingly. At least this body is acceptable to me. I'll be in it for the rest of my life after all. Yeah, I mean, maybe there was somebody who was, a stink skunk or something. And it's like, oh no, now I'm trapped like this forever. Now they're gardeners though, he murmurs. Only a small fraction of the greater gardener consciousness splits off from the whole and spends time in physical form. For those that do, not every form is sentient, or even ambulatory. Do you mean sapient? I don't know. I myself have spent centuries as a freaky tree. We're all disconnected from the array, and from each other, he continues. I am an individual, but at great expense to the collective intelligence of the planet. His eyebrows furrow. During my time observing you, I will admit that I have a greater desire for individuality than other gardeners, he says. Change to me is not unwelcome. The gardeners that remain, Dr. Lesson, and a few others, I do not know how they will fare. I'm sorry it came down to this. I'm sorry that I was not more persuasive, more creative, more empathetic towards you, and couldn't find another solution where we could be together. Work together in harmony. Maybe next time round, that's where I'll go. Go down the personality path rather than the physical path. That is what it is, right? Personality? It doesn't say. I assume that's physical, mental, personality. But anyway, I'm sorry. No! You hear a cough echo through the cavern, and turn to see Vase stumbling down the centre to hours of tanks. He's alive! I shoot him in the head with my sonic gun. You rush to his side, and when you turn back, Sim is gone. One last disappearing act. Oh, this is the end. Vase is badly burned. He struggles to focus his eyes, collapses into your arms. Did you do it? He croaks. You nod. His eyes close in relief. Good. Let's get out of here, hero. The end. I know we get an epilogue. Terminus protectors are gone. We can tame the wildlife now, and yeah. There we are, disabled the array. Once the planet's ecosystem defense system has shut down for good, many things change. Click to continue. Yeah, I was doing that. Yearly attacks in close seasons become a peaceful period with when many creatures are dormant. Yes, it always was, but Noctilescence and the other extermination agents artificially incited the Xenos to attack. Without their thumpers and aggressive pheromones pumping into the air, animals tend to avoid your colony rather than attack it. Sorry, I'm talking over this beautiful song. You also find the yearly shimmer pollen clouds are much reduced. Even your crops seem to be growing better. Yeah, that's what I expected. Even pest creatures like the Dobus moths don't bother to roost in your sheds. Don't know them. I wondered all the subtle ways the planet's defense system was trying to eradicate you. Without his connection to the array, Sim can never change forms or connect his consciousness to the other gardeners. He is alone and stuck in his body until it eventually dies. His scars no longer miraculously heal. He starts to grow old. You and Vance Base both held up as heroes. After his near-death experiences in the gardener's cage, Base's entire outlook on life changes. He no longer seeks false hero worship after experiencing firsthand the terror of being a hero. It does a lot to blunt some of his sharper edges. When you both grow old, you find you become good friends. No, we don't. We never do that. That does not happen. The fact that he was abusive towards Spike, we're not friends. You and Spike date for some time afterwards, but it's a strain on that both her boyfriend and her abusive ex are colony heroes, especially as peacetime encourages gossip. You eventually part ways, mostly amicably, in your early 20s. Ah, well, there we go. In the moment of your death, as your brain cells fizzle out one by one and shut down forever, vision swims in your mind's eye. Is that a person? It seems so familiar. You feel like you know them so well. Oh, it's you. Only ancient? His arms are covered with so many data bands, so many lifetimes of knowledge. The ancient, you, speaks without the ancient you speaks without moving his mouth. Not in words, but something like pictures. Still, you understand. You get the sense that he's disappointed in you. It's a horrible feeling. You feel played out and inside out. I hate these endings, he says. I don't like to be reminded that we have the capacity to be so cruel, so unthinking. You're not going to break out of this cycle by force, you know. I could have done better. There was a girl. We were young together, Tammy, with cock candy hair. It's a shame to see her life snuffed out so young. He gives you a look, as if to say, you were somehow responsible for this. Wait, were you? Could you have saved her? It wasn't my fault. This was my first go round. Screw you. We have a chance to take another path, to change the way our life turned out, which is at hand. Come with me. We go with me. Alright, I'm gonna talk now. The music's finished and we got all of that. I mean, I know there are. I think we worked it out and there were 29 endings if we count the things in the ending gallery. Oh, look at that. But, I mean, the fact that I pursued Spike, an enemy, however we want to, whatever she wants to call herself, means that we got that extra line at the end there about that. What if I had pursued Rex? Or Vase? I mean, that can't be another ending because I have pursued that person, can it? That seems bad, if so. I expect there to be 29 distinct separate endings. And not this ending with a one-line variation. That would be annoying to me if that were the case. I think it is. I mean, I can click Endings Gallery. And we're not going to sit through all those credits, which is a shame. Oh, we can still see them there. But alright, here we are. Disabled the array. We've got that lovely picture there. So yeah, it looks like these are all different endings. What did we get as achievements in the end? Blow it up. Get the disabled the array ending. I'm surprised that that is an ending. Maybe there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different endings. And there are, the variations on there. No. Enemies loyalty, we got that. Penny pets. Yeah, well, that's the only achievement we added this time. Blow it all up. I do like those. Very, very simple icons there, but very, very good. Depicting the things that you need, the 3 different types. So yeah. Alright, we're going to start our new life. Alright, and this time, here we are. Haven't got anybody else in the background. Let's start our new life. We're going to go and see how we can change things now we know that Tammy is dead. And that our mum died as well. Wake up again. Yep, mature things. We know that. This didn't happen before. Or this didn't happen to us this time around because we did it. Smoke fire. We're going to be attacked by a giant dog in a minute. Well, not a dog. Worked out there's something important you need to remember? Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, it's possible we could not do anything. It could just die at this point. What do you remember? What's going on? It's our friend. Oh, she does have green bits sticking out of her. I just wondered if they had that because it was very prominent on the ears, he said, pointing at his headphones. Right, what's going on? Try to speak, words come out jumbled. Your throat seizes around a lungful of choking smoke. You feel dizzy and confused. Friend pulls out the rubble. He throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. You see a deep eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Oh no, the peaceful time. Glowing eyes, you shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like from Earth? Nope. Creature howls and lunges, his jaws open. And we get the opening again. No, it was a Teenage Exocolonist. And indeed, we were. And then we were a hero. And then everything went away. Born stratospheric. Halfway into the void. Okay. It's going to be something else this time. Because I kept saying Solon ACCCC all the time. This time, we're going to be Bob. Yes. We're going to be Bob. Right, our child, and we're going to be Bob from Blackadder. Yeah, that'll be great. You have bright-eyed child with an active imagination. Sometimes too active, your mum says. Use the sliders to choose them. Yeah, I mean, doesn't change anything right now, but yeah, Bob from Blackadder. Why not? I just said Bob because I wanted a nice simple name that I couldn't, you know, mess up by going sell an ACCCC all the time. Yeah, why not? Why not Bob from Blackadder? Alright. Your earliest memory of your 4th birthday. Big cake, and we get something. +5 to biology, +1 bonus to straights, 5 to animals and that, 5 to persuasion, bonus to bears, +5 bonus, +5 to empathy, bonus to straights, +5 to reasoning. This is interesting. I don't remember what I took from this one. No, I don't remember getting this one before, because last time it was going to be, I got a necklace. Well, let's take a bonus to pairs, yes? Or empathy. Let's go, we're going to go down the persuasive path this time. Or the personality path, I should say. That's the skills that I'm going to go for first of all. So, we'll take a doll. Carry that doll with you everywhere. Feed it with a tiny spoon you found in the galley. Notice he didn't help take care of all the colonist kids. Her daughter, an enemy, is the same age as you, but she doesn't like dolls. From as early as you can remember, you've had vivid dreams every night. You dream about strangers who seem so familiar. Wide open space is very different from the stratospheric. Sometimes the dreams are bad, and it makes you scared to go to sleep. So every night before lights out, your dad tells you a bedtime story. You often ask for tales of Earth, a place you've only seen in holovids. Your dad doesn't want to talk about it. How about we save that for another time, he says. Or maybe when you're older, prefers a made-up story. Your favourite is Future Dog and the Space Cadets. Futurism, +2. Idealism, first card gets -1, last card gets +1. Interesting for getting straights, which is a shame, I would have liked that. Tradition, I don't remember this either. I certainly didn't take futurism or anything, so an entirely new thing. Superhero Justice Warriors. Superhero Justice Warriors. They fight for the downtrodden in the streets of the city and love everybody except the bad guys who are mean and take all the money for themselves. That's my favourite too, Dad says. Oh, it's got a gem on it as well. +5 to combat. Gain memory, idealism. Every child on the stratospheric is given 1 genetic enhancement by age 6. See, first sign of yours. Calm temperaments. -1 stress. That might be useful. Extra fingers. +1 skill on those challenge wins. Ooh, I mean, that was very useful when I had that with Ricky. So yeah, that might be better. I had absorbent brain before, didn't I? +1 skill. Eagle eyes, that would have helped me. Super strength. Dun, 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 dun. It's just a value 5 thing. Okay, that's a value 0. That's also a value 0. They're all value 0s. Or nothing at all. Well, I'm not going to click nothing at all because I don't want to be locked into that. But I'm interested to know what it does. +1 skill on challenge win. Yes, thank you. Yep. Extra fingers. Oh, I got 10 creativity. Okay. You heard that long ago having a 6th finger would have been something you could hide or even have removed. Antecedent says some of the best musicians back on Earth have that gene for extra fingers. Just like you. That's good to know. You're also very good at making crafts, which you do with your friend. Energetic and loyal, there's an enemy's loyalty. No, we're not going to go with that. We're not going to go with cow strength either. Bold and confident Mars, -1 kudos though. This is secret, +2 if in the first or last vein. 3, +1 if it has the highest value, or Shine Sweet Tammy. +1 to the card next to it. Well, I mean, we're gonna save Tammy this run. We've got no idea what Tammy's place in society will be. We know Mars wants to take the colony, and I'm thinking, I hate that I'm going to be losing kudos for it, but I'm thinking that is what I want to be doing, to siding with Mars this time, so that we can overthrow the colony that way and get rid of Lum. So yeah, bold and confident Mars, and we'll have the +5, thanks. Mars always acts like she's the boss, even to the adults. She walks back to antecedent and ends up in trouble a lot. One day, when you're 8, you're all going to the gym to bounce on the bouncy mats, but Mars can't. She's in timeout. Again. Alright. Friendship. Persuasion. Organisation. +1 from the extra Fingersberg. What? So, I need to look at things. Oh, cards. Really? There's +1 on those challenges. Unless this was one of those challenges, then I guess. Alright, okay. And Mars's ambition. Stay with her, help her sneak out, plead on her behalf. I'm going to try and help you out. Plead on your behalf. I'm pretty, ooh. I've got red. Oh, because of the thing that I have slotted, presumably. Yeah, because of the doll. Keep adding to your deck to forget cards. Yeah, we know that. Wow, I am absolutely overflowing with yellows right now, aren't I? I've only got 3. If I can get to the thing quickly, I have 200 kudos. I will get rid of those and have a mono deck as soon as I can. Bleed on her behalf. Oh, loyalty. You convince Antecedent to let Mars come and play this time. Antecedent allows it, but warns you about how some people will take advantage of you. Okay. Friendship with Mars, +10 loyalty, +5 persuasion. 10 stress. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Yep. Professor Howe says it's like a doorway to another star system. We're planning for Tumnur. I don't remember how Howe died. It was in one of the colony attacks in Glow, but I don't remember exactly how you died. Anyway, he says it's like a doorway to another star system with a planet for Tumnur 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills to prepare for a month. 4 months. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble, then things start to slide off the table. You hurry to gather near the escape pods, just in case. Single file, everyone! Professor Howe instructs you to follow. You've dreamed of this day since you were in diapers. It's one of your earliest memories, even though it hasn't happened yet. As the ship passes through the wormhole, the shields will fail. If you don't recalibrate them, your parents' hydroponic farms will be lost. Oh ho ho! Ho ho ho! I will recalibrate the shields from a past life. Hello! 1 second, I need to do a thing. Beep boop 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 boop. Wing! Give Professor Howe. Oh no! I can't enter the route access codes. Give Professor Howe the slip. Remove your practice for this day. You rush to the engine wing past confused adults who try to stop you. You find the nearest congruence terminal. Help me, congruence! Yeah, I don't have any friendship with you. And there were still 2 people I didn't find. Congruence brushes you off. Almost all of her considerable processing power is going towards making sure the wormhole doesn't destroy the stratospheric. And you don't know how to make her do what you want. You yell and beg for her help, but it's no use. Ah! Ship enters the wormhole, and you're still trying to talk to her. You black out, as you always do. Okay, I got part of the way. I need the route access codes. Wherever I get those from. Distantly, you feel the ship's shaking has stopped. You hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Yay! Lose all my stress. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbay under you plays a soft tone, and the automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injuries have completely healed. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realise something seems different from this room. It's so, right? You try to focus on the windows. Something is definitely different. It's trees! Instead of familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. Clear out sea of fields, glass wall domes, walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere and people walking around outside, on the ground. You better get out and join them. Alright, it's time to rush outside. Whoop. Oh, I just gained a load of stress. Hey Tammy, you're not going to die this time round. Oh, Tammy jumps down. Oh, you're awake, you're all better. See your dad. Point southeast and domestic Kyoto. Yep, okay, we know that, thank you. I mean, It's interesting that it's going to have to do this every time to tell you about it. Which is fun and interesting. Hey, I'm looking around for the mush logs. Hello. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head. She says, I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics. Yeah, those domes. They're called greenhouses. I won't go with you, but this is as far as I've been with the ship since we landed. Tammy snows. It's scary outside. Oh, poor Tammy. Hello. Bob! Dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm happy you're finally awake. Doctor in an instant thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, my snoozy little gooseberry. Takes your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you. Covers it with jokes and smiles. He's so embarrassing, man. Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, he said, whistling slightly. Except in pictures. The ship's been separated by two, and the parts taken off all in the building and a big wall around the colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall, and the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. How did you do all this so fast? You've been asleep for weeks, my dear aubergine. Yeah, I know that. He says, and these geodesic greenhouses practically put themselves up. But some of it's only a quick temporary solution, he admits. We'll keep growing and improving things. One day our little colony will be as big as the whole city. Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package out from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Do you know what today it is? You honestly don't. You remind him you've been asleep in medbay. Happy birthday! Wrapping you up in a warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a medallion the shape of the sun. Your dad made by hand. Yeah. Tell him you know what's in it. Or don't open it. Tell him what's in there. And then say, look, I have thought about this as an abstract idea. How would I convince somebody if I woke up in my body back, many, many years in the past? And I'm not sure what I could tell them, what I could remember to tell them. My first thought was like, oh, big cultural events. Yeah, and I was thinking, I don't exactly remember when they happened, but I could, talk about Doctor Who or Star Trek and the characters which come out of that and who are new there to convince them. Yeah, if I was able to do that, I could tell like my parents' names, their full names, which I don't think they, depending on what point in history I came back to, maybe they wouldn't have told me those sort of things. Yeah, I'm not sure how you could convince someone, hey, I've done this before. And I'm not sure if I'd want to. If I change something in the past, if I say, hey, invest in Microsoft, for instance, then we make lots of money. I mean, that means that I won't meet the same people that I met during this life, which, might be good, but it also means I won't get the same nephews that I have this time around. So would I want to change anything, or would I be constantly walking on tenterhooks to try and not change anything? I don't know. Anyway, tell him I know what's in there. You describe the medallion, and your dad tests as he hands you the package. Oh, who ruined the surprise? Was it Seek? I bet it was Seek. They hate fun. And adds, don't tell them I said that. No, I mean, I know what it is. You start to explain that nobody told you, but someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Bob, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed, and he stops himself. Don't worry, we're going to fix it, your mother and I. I know it was the hydroponics. Yeah, I know, I look to study humanities in engineering. Love you, Dad. Give him a thumbs up. No, I'm going to tell him I love him. You didn't die on my other turn round, but hey, there we go. Professor Hal is expecting new class if you're feeling up to it. The dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing, near the bisecting slip, or you can relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk tonight. He says, and then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Bob. I love you. Love you too, Dad. Yep, we can enter buildings. I know how to enter buildings. Thank you very much. Right, yes, I want to have a quick look at my memories and my collectibles. No, my gear. That's a flat +1 to challenges. That gives you a +1 to pairs. No, I'm going to be getting many pairs this time round. Alright, and actually, I don't know. I'm going to turn the harder card challenges off, at least for this beginning bit. I mean, I'm only going to be doing this beginning bit. We're going to... Oh, hey, Dis. You're back and around. And hey, an enemy? Alright, let's talk to these people first of all. Hey, Dis. You see Dis sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to south, where the grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says quietly without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of. Then why do we need walls? You stare at the gate and suddenly have a rush of memory so strong that you might faint. Imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wiggly. For years in space you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through the wreckage being used to be your home, trying to find something. They'll always tell you the dreams weren't real. They are real. Breaking from your daydream, Dis whispers. I think there are monsters out there. I believe you. No, you don't. You're being sarcastic. I can't tell. Nobody believes me. He turns his back and ignores you. They're huge and wriggly and dangerous. Stop making fun of me, Dis pouts. You're as bad as Mars. I wasn't making fun of you, Dis. Right, there's Dis. I lost some friendship with you. There's Tammy. I've got some friendship with you. There's Geranium. There's Mars. Do I know when your birthday is? I do. I still remember that. That's good. Alright, I know you're 10. I know you're 9. I know you're 11. You're older than me. You're 41. Alright, and where's Spike? Hey, Spike. I remember you. Hiya, Bob. No, he seems really at home here. He's rolling a sports ball around with her foot. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. Stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you. Because it ain't cold, it's still neat. Make stuff out of it. Your foggy head clears a little, and then is simple, physical real. You will feel grounded near her. Have you seen any monsters? No, just some little bugs. The grown-ups would have said if there were monsters, right? She shrugs and smiles reassuringly. Even if there were monsters, Chief Rep would beat them all up. So don't worry. My mum says we're safer here than we were in space. I mean, yeah, in space there's only a thin metal shell around you, between you and death. On the Earth, on the planet, there's, you know, considerably more, and you can run somewhere else. Go to look over the wreckage of the stratospheric spaceship where you were born. An enemy's mum, Auntie Sedan, is probably right about that. Look at what the wormhole did to your ship. What are you making? Snow spirals? But earlier me and Cal made a big snow pow. You missed it when you were asleep in medbay. She smiles her broad, gap-toothed smile at you. Now you're awake, we can play. See you later. None of I see you first. Anyway, he says, flashing you a peace sign. Hey, maybe I'll see you in class. Alright, you should probably go to class. Like your mum said, you kids are expected to manage your own schedules. You don't have to do that if you don't feel up to it. But it's not a bad idea. Yes, I'm not going to go back to sleep. I'm just looking around to see who else is out here. And I have to watch out for the things on the floor, because they're not there anymore. This is command. We can view the notice board. Oh dear, we're on low food. Security evaluating. Oh, what was that? First month of Autumnal Festival to second month of Dusk. Yeah, I know that. Hey, I'll be able to do other things. I won't have to do the bot-athlon challenge all the time now. Okay, and this is where we relax. +1 friendship with Tammy, -100 stress. Forget 1 memory. Okay, so that's where Tammy's friendship comes from. Fine, but we're going to class. Oh, this is the greenhouses. Whoops, I want to go to class. Sorry, I was used to the greenhouses, the class being over there because that's where it is. Here we are, the garrison. A regulation-sized sports ball class. Study humanities. I mean, I really want to find out this loop. I would really like to find out how to do your stuff. So that your access code. I don't know. I guess that must come from engineering. Maybe reasoning. I don't know. Low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of the wing is off limits to children. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from the nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Bob! Yep, I'm going to study the humanities, where I can learn creativity, persuasion, and stress. Ooh, I can learn all about stress. How exciting! Welcome, Bob! Hi, Professor Hal! God, I've not seen you in years. Welcome, Bob, Professor Hal greets you. Hope you're all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities. History, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little ancient Earth poetry too. He seems excited about that last bit. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register through Congruent's scheduling system when you have the chance. She'll be helping me teach them. Today's assignment is an easy one, Hal says, with a yawn. Because I was up late repairing Congruence's subterminal, I could use a nap. I'd like you to write an essay on what the Vitamina colony means to you. Doodle, safety, friends, freedom, equality, democracy, friends. I think I said friends last time as well. You write about all your buds and the fun things you're going to do together. Yeah. When Hal wakes up from his nap, he asks for you students to read their essays to the class. Mars likes yours because you mention her in it. Oh, Mars. Alright, here we are. This is how we do it. Get bonuses, get pairs, get flushes. Thank you. Alright, okay. Well, I mean, this is easy enough. I'll have 0, 0. There we go. +1 bonus to pairs. Then I'll have another pair over here. +1 bonus to pairs. And I'll put the 0 in here, getting me the best of the best. That does. Yeah, that gets me. Should get me an extra 2, right? Yeah, it does. Cool. Size of persuasion, +1 bonus to pairs. Win! Victorious. +1 creativity. So 4 creativity, 2 persuasion, 15 stress, and 1 kudos. Skills increase when you go to school, with extra skills if you win the challenge, and a kudos bonus if you get the highest scoring hand with your cards. Working always increases stress, also increases stress. Apprenticeship working if it reaches 100. To relieve stress, take a month off and relax in the quarters wing. Thank you very much. So I got some creativity. 4 +2. +2 from the one challenge, and extra fingers perk. Oh, because I won the challenge, I get 1. Yeah, okay, cool. Friends were working from dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job, and I know I could have helped you if I'd only known the route access codes. Hello, can you tell me the route access codes? I desperately need to know those for reasons for when we next go through the wormhole. And when I say next go through the wormhole, I don't mean we're going to leave this planet and do it. I mean I'm going to loop back round again, and I want to make your lives easier next time round. I don't want you to tumble over and die in the fields, alright? Can effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you. All of this has happened before. From a past life, and I will get delusions. Could I just become a complete outcast by going, all of this has happened before, and just telling everybody all the time about it? -1 is not as good. I learned some stuff in school. I'm going to tell you about learning stuff in school. I'm not going to say, all of this has been happening before. I will save that for a special run at some other point, which probably won't be on screen. That stuff is all. Glad to hear that. I want you to study hard working, stay out of trouble. Professor Howard will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those in the depot once it's open. There are lots of different ways to learn. School is just one of them. Yes, we can go all over the place and do stuff and learn and experience things. And put his hands on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. And we have other ideas for how you can spend your time. Unlocked. Shoveling dirt in geoponics. That is what I did a lot of. It's mid-quiet. Can I find... Hey Mars, can I find a gift? I can give you a mush log. Because I need to do that before wet. Hey Dis. That's bravery. Dare you to eat this worm, and I definitely like that one. Bravery, but I haven't got any bravery yet. That's from going outside, and I can't do that. I can't click on the doors to say I can go outside yet or not. garrison. Hello. Oh, I can't do a trick. I don't have toughness of 10 or greater, so... Okay, an enemy is bumping a sports ball with a wrist, trying to keep it in the air. Heads up, she says. Look out, a ball is flying towards you. Bounce it back. Okay, 1 toughness. You bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many bounces, how many times you can rally and keep it going, as an enemy tells you all about the new sports ball. A proper regulation size score, way bigger than the little 0G one on the stratospheric. Brother Com is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. I've unlocked sports ball in the garrison. He's so great, he's good at everything, especially spiking. Coaching me to play awesome like him. You should come join us. Probably won't. There we go, I can play sports ball now. Bravery and toughness. Oh, I can get bravery from that. Okay. Forgot about that. Hey, Mum? I haven't seen you in ages. You died. I mean... I had a dream that you died, definitely, because of the shortfall of the food, and you just collapsed in the field, and it's not what's going to happen in your life. Don't think about it. It's not that I know how you're going to die. She's working hard. Takes a swig from a canteen, looking for something to do. Remember, Bob, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. Decide how to spend your time, as long as it's productive. Hey, I saved the planet last. I saved humanity last time. It wasn't a great way to do it. Hey, we can get a well-rounded education. What's happening in engineering? I was teaching classes on life sciences, engineering, and humanities. You pass all the tests. Maybe I'll let you work there in a few years. Father thinks you're old enough to school is optional, but I don't agree. I'll be honest with you. He says. She says. Just run to the fields. We do need every pair of hands we can get. Okay. What's in the garrison? Security Chief Rhett is organising a sports ball team. Yeah. What are you doing in geoponics? You're doing your best. It hasn't been easy. Potatoes and corn handle the weather here, he says, glancing up at the sky. I hear it's like hell in the wet season. I mean, we don't know that yet. You're going fast, Bob. You're still too young for real farming, he said. Well, there's lots of soil that needs to be hauled. Okay. What's going on in command? Seek says they need someone to deliver supplies from the depot. You're also setting up a shop there if you've got some kudos to spend. And of course, that's where Captain Governor Endicott works. But you shouldn't bother her, she's a busy woman. She doesn't have your mother's patience with kids. What can I do in the quarters? If you need a break, you can visit the lounge and see your friends, but I don't want you to see you lounging around all the time. You need to work hard too. Can I join expeditions? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. It's dangerous. She shakes her head. Father would be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out. Maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. I know how to do. I know about Sim. I know about everybody else. I know about Noxalescence. I can tell you, but then you would think I was delusional. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Let the adults find out. And maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. She gives you a stern look. Isn't going to budge on this one. For now, stay inside. Hi. Hey, Dad. What have you been up to today? Just hanging with my friends. I'm playing in the fresh air. Your damn is magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hands wide. I missed seasons. I don't know if I'll be able to cure you of your shimmering immediately. Back on Earth, it got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as the smart snow. His eyes stretching. Just wait until dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky and it'll be really hot, then you'll see. Alright, okay. Who else is around? Oh, I haven't seen Tangent. I didn't get any friendship with you for doing the thing, or at least I don't think I did. Hello. Sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey Bob, Miles calls out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. You're covered in miles you've sheltered from the snow under the ship's opening. It's so gross here, she complains. The spark snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we had climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets. There's no way I'm going out there in all this weather. She continues. Since you like running around, could you go fetch them for me? Sure, why not? Good, Mars Glaps. They're probably just down the hill and near our quarters. Mars sighs. She's scared to take more than a few steps from the door. All she wants to do is hide inside and make sweets. Hey, you're here now, Tammy. I didn't see you before. Tammy is staring obliviously at the sky, smiling to herself. She's startled by your approach. Oh, hello, Bob, she says, putting her hand to her chest. You need something? Mars' soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out, Mars. She's a very important person, you know. He hands the box wrapped in pink and yellow scarf. One order of mango soy sweets, made fresh this morning, she says. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back. Okay? She used some of her kudos to nanoprint it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Hey, good for Mars, helping Tammy. Tammy smiles again and then tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Mars is so cool, she smiles fondly. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares too. You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance of the lounge. You've known her for, well, your entire life. Back on the ship, you used to play with her, were her study partner, used to tease her. I was the person who said, you're gonna die, all the time when we got onto the ship. Yeah? Because I knew that was going to happen. That's used to tease her, but I don't really think I'm going to go there. I think I used to study with you. Tammy was just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen and the Pacific was a famous ceasefire treaty. Facts go in her huge ears and out and back out the other. No matter how hard you try, she never seemed to improve. I didn't speak up when she said, hello Bob, I was hoping you could help me with some homework. Yeah, I can help out. Oh, thank you. She bounces up and down. I lost reasoning though. You spend a couple of hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. One makes it, and the other absorbs it. Why is it so hard for her to understand? I think I did this last time as well. The thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she fails a test or gets an answer wrong. It's inspiring, even though sometimes you feel like you get dumber after studying with her. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did that last time. Hey, here's your sweets. Oh, I ate them. I ate them all! Yum yum, here it is. I want half. Or if you want them, you got to pay it up. Negotiating. Ooh. Mars puts out her hand expectantly. Give it here. I'm not going to say I ate them. I don't think I'm just going to give them to you. If you want them, you got to pay up. I don't think I want to force you to give me money, but I do think sharing is caring. I want half, thanks. Though I might get... Maybe you'll respect me for negotiating with you? I don't know. The audacity! She glares at you and you stare back defiantly. Oh, okay, fine. She eventually relents with a small smile. You did fetch them and all. Oh, there we go. Gain memory, sharing is caring. Hey, we gained some friendship. You split the box of soy sweet with Mars and sit to eat some with her. They're great. Tammy's a good baker, Mars eyes. I wish she wasn't so scared of everything here. Sure, the weather is gross, but it's not dangerous. Didn't really see... I mean, we didn't really see anybody with anybody else's relationships. Mars and Rex hung around a lot, but I don't know if that was just because they were together a lot. Could it be Mars and Tammy? I don't know. We'll find out. Tammy is going to stay alive this time round. Alright, Administrator seeks looking for someone to do delivery jobs for the depot. She says, I don't want to do it because, like, you running out there? No. Just go through there, she says, gesturing to the door behind her, and tell them I referred you. Alright, okay. Here we are. Apply to deliver supplies. Oh no, I need 10 toughness or organization 10 or greater. No! Hated organization. Alright, well, I definitely haven't got 10 toughness either. Maybe if I can get some organization? I forget what the class was giving me. Was it reasoning? As well as creativity? It was reasoning. Or no, creativity and persuasion. I need to get organisation from somewhere. Register for engineering classes. Needs reasoning of 5 or greater. Well, what's my reasoning? 0. Alright. I guess I won't be engineering. I guess I'll be studying humanities. This month you decided to go exploring free holographic media on Earth, which is a pretty great excuse to kick back and watch movies all day. It's hard to believe that all movies used to be 2D. Boring. Feels too much like learning to be fun. I need to get 12. I've got no collectibles. Show hide tutorial. Alright, okay, so 1 gets me a bear. Plus 1 skill. Okay, that's if I win. This card gets -1. Last card gets +1. Alright, so if I do... No, okay, I want to do that. I want to do that. And then I'll do that. And there we go. And I reached the super goal. +1 bonus to creativity. I'm getting very creative. There we go. I've got... Oh, I got a straight. -1 counts as a straight. Oh, that's so... I had never even thought of that. That's great. I love that. That's got to be the best. No? 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 Can I go back and see... Oh, wow. This week, you've had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering when somebody's about to say something or do something just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. This morning, we saw Professor Howe was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria. He spilled his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Howe walked away, his hash browns safe for today. Mars called you a liar and a dummy. Hey, Mars! At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff you know can't be real. There's Tammy. Chased by monsters inside of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. That's the ship's coming down, I assume. Holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Everything seems so familiar. You try to recall their faces. When you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. You've lived this life before. In your dreams, you're sure of it. In the light of day, you try to remember everything from your dreams, but it's impossible. You can't live a lifetime in dreams. Anytime you try to tell someone, they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and need to go to medbay. Eventually you decide to keep quiet about your strange dreams. Why? You don't want people to worry, you just want to be normal. Secret powers are fun, always. Secret powers are fun. Start keeping a private journal in your hologram, recording the events where you remember something before it happens. You also write down your dreams when they have that feeling of being real. You like the idea of being magic and seeing the future, but some of those dreams are very scary. You hope that, like Professor Howe's hash browns, they don't all come true. It's late quiet. Oh, hey Tang! I'll be going to school and gaining friendship with you, but, you know... Oh, there's Tammy. Where is a mush log that I can collect? Oh, hey Cal! Alright, let's talk to Cal first of all. Cal... Oh, I wasn't able to do it last time, was I? It's a shame when it died. But yeah, alright, I have to remember that, but that was engineering. Cal is riding around the geoponics gardens at the hoverboard. No one comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky cliff in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hi Bob, real ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. We all have to adapt. Maybe hoverboards don't work outside? Yeah, that sucks. We all have to adapt. Yeah, Cal exclaims. That's actually way better planetside. Things are actually way better planetside. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression in a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this. A skate bowl. Yeah, I think I've seen this already. Cool, can I try? I gained some toughness. 1 toughness. I'm getting there. I'm slowly getting to the 10. Sure, but please be careful. Mum says if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. Take turns riding around the bowl, trying to get up enough speed by going down one side to come back up the other. You don't land any tricks. It's hard just staying on the board on this uneven ground. But it's still fun. Hey Cal, love your friendship. There's Tangent over there. I'll go and talk to you in a second. Hey Tammy. Perform a random act of kindness. What do I need? Empathy. I'm not getting empathy from places. Tammy has barely left the safety of the ship's quarters and land since you landed. She's looking fearfully out from the doorway. I'm afraid of outside, she admits plain. with no trace of shame. My dad says I need to take baby steps. It's okay if I approach new things at my own pace. I've got sharing is caring already. But you know, I could have another one. Hey Mars, what you doing? I'm bored. This is boring, Muscovite stamping her feet. All the adults want to do is work and they're not paying attention to me. Persuasion. Boring. I mean, I don't know who creativity... I guess creativity is for Nomi. Maybe. I mean, if I could work on my organisation, maybe I would. Hey, Tangent. Tangent is hunched over a hollow barn, frowning and poking angrily at the air. He speaks without looking up at you. Professor Howe wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalogue on the Colony Holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. Let's make our own list. Tangent is dubious, but agrees to try your idea. The two of you run around the colony yard, taking pictures of all the different Vertumnum plants you can find, making up fake sciencey sounding names for them, like Wonkia shrubberus, Purpurus gaseosium. After an hour, you've categorized 51 different species. Tang doesn't think it's a very complete list, or a very scientific method, but she figures you must have learned something. Friendship with Tangent, biology. Well, there we go. And now if I go to class, which I'm going to do that twice more. I still can't do anything there. I need reasoning of 5 or greater. Does that get me? That gets me friendship with Tangent as well. Creativity and persuasion. Alright. Well, off we go. Creative, persuasion-y person. Some sort of emergency in engineering that requires Hal's attention, so today's class will be taught by the ship's artificial intelligence, Congruence. Good morning, Congruence chirps. Today we're going to talk about the formation of the Vertumna group and our decision to leave Earth. It's a very exciting topic. We think you're finally ready to hear about it. Let's dig in. I'd love to know why we left Earth, because I didn't find that out, really. There was a war and we left, and I don't know why, exactly. You know how it started. Economic and environmental instability, coupled with deeply entrenched hatreds, and throwing the Earth into chaos. And you know how it ended. In that chaos, your parents formed a Vertumna group with a plan to leave Earth. 20 years later, they and their starborn children, you, slid through the wormhole and ended up here on the planet you called Vertumna. But there's so much you don't know. Congruence pulls a hollow projector on an unassuming human with a firm maternal gaze. This is Planktonic Ascendant Wang Botha Smith, she says, the spiritual leader of the Vertumnan movement. They were what people called a speculative fiction writer. The Vertumna project proved that their writing, though speculative, was far from fiction. A sci-fi author? Wow, they inspired things? Science fiction inspired things to become real? Who would have guessed, he said, looking around at phones from communicators and everything else that we got. Yes, Congruence tells you. Their best-selling novel, Life Beyond the Einstein-Rosen Bridge, tells the story of a fictional utopia on the other side of a real-life anomaly at the edge of the solar system. Scientists had been investigating the wormhole for years. They took a poet to imagine we could travel through it. No, it didn't. Anyway, Wang Botha Schmidt's writings centered around the idea of humanity building a technological utopia on another world. Translated to 100 languages, this was a compelling idea to people at the time, so fans started connecting in Vert space. Apart from a book club, these people bonded over mutual aid amid the increasing unrest in their own countries. They were committed to Wang Botha Smith's idea of a future where everybody is treated equally without prejudice. I'm trying to see if Wang Botha Smith is a pun somewhere. I mean, the idea of a future where everybody is treated equally without prejudice is Star Trek, or at least that is the predominant one. And Rosen, I was going to say Rosenberg, Roddenberry, even. That doesn't seem to fit with that, so I don't know. But they realised it couldn't be done online, Congruence tells you. Though committed to social justice, the group saw the impossibility of forming a truly egalitarian society while also reckoning with their own implicit biases and the device context of their real lives. You realize that this was the work of generations, and the solution must look to the future, as Wang Bertha Smith did. So they got together. The image of a squat, concentrated building with a rooftop garden replaces Wang Bertha Smith. Around the edges of the classroom, the hollow projector gives the impression of towering walls topped with razor wire. First for Tumnah Colony, congruence tells you. 400 people volunteered to sacrifice their own cultural beliefs to walk through those doors, agreeing to come up with a new way of life that will be taught to their children. Babies were conceived from egg and sperm donors chosen by lottery, raised communally, like you as the second generation of a Tumnah group. Those babies were your parents. So they mix their cultures. I mean, it does sound like some kind of a cult. The fact that you had razor wire and everything in there. They mix your cultures. The hollow projection now shows the compound under siege. As more colonies were founded, word got out about the Vatumna group's social experiment. Congruence continues. Assimilationism was an unpopular ideology at the time because it had been used to commit terrible genocides on Earth. This, combined with panic that the Vatumna group was destroying the family unit or raising an army of gene-tech super soldiers, brought the colony under attack from all sides. Everyone fears what they don't understand, but cultural assimilation is horrible. I'm obviously not understanding what they mean by cultural assimilation here. Are they saying you must live this way, else you are kicked out of the society? I don't know. I will have to look up more about that. Everyone fears what they don't understand, I'm just going to say, because I don't want to say cultural assimilation is horrible, because I'm not sure if it is or not. Or at least within this context, I'm not sure if it is or not. The image of the burning compound is replaced with a stereospheric on the launch pad. Luckily, the next phase of the Vatumna project was ready to launch when 100 colonists were selected to leave Earth on a colony ship to seed a far-flung corner of the universe with a new human culture. She smiles. The ultimate goal of the Vatumna group was you, children. There's a generation raised completely unburdened by the troubles that plagued Earth. Isn't that lovely? How did they build the ship? What was Earth like when they left? So nobody on Earth was like us. So much information. So nobody on Earth was like us. We are special. Vatumna group members have a unique culture, Congruence replied, but it's formed from a combination of many heritages from Earth. Even the language you speak, Esperanto, and we're speaking Esperanto, are we? Okay, fine. Was invented to bring people together. Yeah. And don't worry, Congruence exclaims, you brought your best heritage with you. You're humans. Okay, how did they build the ship? Orbital voyages were a hobby for the ultra-rich in an earlier century, so there were several relics to be found in museums. Congruence replies, difficulty was not in acquiring a ship, but making it space-worthy, and in the logistics of the launch itself. The group crowdsourced enough funding to purchase and repair the ship, Congruence smiles. As for the logistics, well, you're speaking to the solution right now. I was acquired by the connected group members, along with the gene tech that created you and your parents. The Stratospheric was the first manned vessel to navigate the wormhole at the edge of the solar system. Given the state Earth was in when we left, it may have been the last. It wasn't. There's another one called the Helios is coming. What was Earth like when they left? Terrible. Congruence shows you some dire demographics. The institutions that had given people the illusion of safety were torn down, and wars were rampant, both resource-based and ideological. Large parts of the Earth were rendered uninhabitable by climate change, pollution, and nuclear war, especially the critical food-growing regions of the world. The Vatumna group weren't the only ones trying to escape Earth. As far as we know, they were the only ones. They were the only success. So much information. Yeah, it is stuffed with ideas. So stuffed with ideas it might burst. Professor Hal and your parents never mentioned this stuff before. They waited to tell you because they wanted you to grow up without feeling different based on your genetic makeup or family history. And we got the Vatumna group, plus the one for each unplayed card. If I can get those things which allow me to have a huge hand size at the beginning, you might be worth a lot. But you are blue. It's hard to imagine having different culture than your neighbours. You wonder what it's like. Everyone celebrating different holidays, eating different foods, speaking different languages. Are you missing out, or are you better without it? Like the original colonists believe. It's hard to say, as the decision was made for you long before you were born. What you can do is be the best Bob you can be. Okay, so I can do those. Thank you very much. I don't want to change those right now. I can have a 0, 1, 2. That gets me 3. And then I could have a 1 and a 1. That gets me 2. If I swap those two round, that gets me 15 as well. That gets me 16. What if I had... And if I've got 1, 1, 1, what's that? That gets you 4. 3 of a kind. Yeah, okay. But no, that gets you 2 and 3. So that's 5, rather than the 4. And the super goal, so increase thing as well, and best score, so we'll have another one. A 6 creativity. We are being so creative here. 15 stress, kudos, friendship with tangents. Alright, is it next month? No, pollen is not it, it's in dust? Hey Mars, hold on a second. Maybe I'll go and do some sports school so I get some toughness so that I can deliver supplies, because I can't remember what supplies delivering supplies gets me. I think it's persuasion. Right? No, this is not what I wanted. You need a break soon. Yep. Well, Xenoegg! Early wet, was it? Mars, early wet. Yeah, that's next month, isn't it? Oh, I know what I wanted. I was looking at the thing. View the notice board. Second month of dust. Yep. Okay, so next month. And that is where we will save Tammy. Maybe. I'd like to go. Ah, the door's open! I don't have enough bravery to talk to Dis about that. Hello. I'm tough enough. I'm brave enough. I'm neither of those things. If I tell him I'm tough or brave enough, then maybe he will let me out, but no. A sports ball, which will get me bravery and toughness. And 10 stress, but I need to do the stress anyway. I can't remember if you lose. No, I'm gonna do some more creative stuff. Humanities. Now I'll get some more persuasion. Soon I'll be so persuasive. Alright, you spend a few weeks reading classic novels from Earth, learn a lot of words, and soon discover the adults do not want you saying in casual conversation. Without says you should take the novels in context of the time they were written. It's hard to overlook some of the stereotypes people used to believe. I mean, if I put that in, it's a 7 all on its own. I mean, it doesn't help, and if I do that, that just adds 1, which isn't worth it. Alright, okay. Mars's ambition. I mean, that gets me the win. And I think that's the best I got. I could make something red. That's not worth it. You got +1 creativity at least. +4 creativity. Didn't reach the super goal. Now, I'm almost so creative I can get whatever the thing is, but 23 persuasion. Is that... I assume that includes the thing, but now I'm so stressed out I can't do anything else. Wake from an afternoon nap. Dream you're out is one you've had so many times before. The air is strangely pink and fluffy, kind of sticky. Push your way through, it feels like every step you take is an eternity. You push through the pink cloud and emerge into the children's crash, the room you know well. See your friend Tammy standing before an enormous bear made of pure light. He lunges at her, through her. She collapses to the ground like a fainting fairy tale princess. You awake with your heart racing. Tammy's leaning over where you've been sleeping in the nest of pillows. She shakes your shoulder gently. Oh, I'm sorry, Bob, she says, as if speaking to a small child. I think you're having a nightmare. Are you okay? Are you? Nothing bad happened in the dream, but you feel sick with dread. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Seden's making a new kind of candy, she says. It's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? I have to go tidy up the creche first. I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? No. If I get dreams, get that candy from a past life. Go save Tammy. Tammy skips off towards the creche, humming to herself. Feel groggy. Need a minute to clear your head. That dream. Okay. Forget dreams, get that candy. I mean, the option was to get that candy last time. I'm sure. Go save Tammy. You sprint down the hall from the children's creche where the little kids play and learn during the day. It's empty. All the younger kids are probably off eating candy with Auntie Seton. You spot Tammy tidying up some drawing supplies near the craft bins. Above her, a hollow projector displays an enormous floating teddy bear made of purple light, bob silently in the air. Mr. Bearsworth, a decade of happy memories playing with it. Flash through your mind in an instant. Tammy stands on her toes and reaches for the switch to turn it off. You slam into her, knocking her off her feet and the ground. At the same moment, the hollow projector sparks and explodes. The bear disappears and the whole room goes dark. Yay! Tammy is alive. In the dim emergency light, you see Tammy's eyes wide with surprise and fear. She sits up and rubs her elbow, staring at you. I just saved your life. My life? She peers in the darkened room, looking even more frightened. How? Tried to explain that a hollow projector was going to shock her. She doesn't seem to understand. What? How? But it's Mr. Bearsworth, she says. It's just a toy. She doesn't believe you, but that's okay. You're just happy that you followed your dream and got here in time. Decided not to mention the dream, since she seems so weirded out already. Look, I mean, go and tell people. I don't... Oh. Alright, after a minute, the lights come back on. The projector is dead. A thin trickle of stinky smoke coming from the base. Don't worry, Tammy says, brightening as she gets to her feet. Professor Howe can fix it. He can fix anything. By the time you find the professor and finish cleaning up, you've forgotten all about the pink candy in the cafeteria. I had that memory of things. Well, there we go. And I used it to save someone. Past memories coming to help me. And there's Tammy, and I don't have to. And there's people. Just doing a victory lap, doing a victory lap. Hey Dad, I saved Tammy, because otherwise she would have, I don't know. Oh, this is him where he's looking sick because he's got the thing. On Earth we used to call this hay fever. It's the pollen. You're scared of the pollen. You got 5 loyalty, did I? Bob, life on the planet is going to be very hard if you let yourself be afraid of everything. That's not the point. So kiddo is just how plants reproduce. Your pollen might make your eyes itch, but you'll be fine. No, it's not. Hey Bob, I know the last few weeks have been very hard and you might take a good time to relax and stick around in the quarters waiting. I will do. I do need some time off. Hey Tammy, I'm going to have a conversation with you which wasn't possible before. Tammy is sitting down in the grass with the baby on her lap, playing nicely with some flowers or a strand of the beads in Tammy's hair or something. Tammy keeps gently removing the hair from the baby's mouth. Yeah. Oh Bob, she giggles as she's trying. Aren't babies the best? Oh. So many babies in the creche. I think they were starting a colony or something, Tammy laughs. The parents are too busy to do other work and somebody needs to take care of the little ones. Presumably they give you kudos as well. She looks down lovingly to the baby who's now sucking on part of her skirt, getting it good and damp with baby drool. You could help too, it would be fun. Right, well. Maybe chooses that moment to spit a big puddle of pale yellow liquid onto Tammy's dress. Oopsie! Tammy coos and picks up the baby, and holds them out towards you. Could you take them for a minute while I find a towel, Bob? Maybe hiccups and rolls her eyes. Still look a little queasy. Yeah, sure, why not? You get +1 to Tammy's confidence. Oh, okay. You hold the baby against your shoulder, pat their back, the way you've seen parents do sometimes, and let out a satisfying loud belch. You feel a trickle of liquid run down your back. You don't care, because there's nothing better than the fresh baby smell. You decide you might take Tammy up on that babysitting job. No, there's nothing better than Tammy being alive, me being able to experience that. Right. Oh, I'm not going to be able to see it, am I? Because I'm babysitting. I'm too stressed out. Okay, but it gets you kudos, it gets you stress, and it gets you persuasion-y things. Probably empathy. Definitely not bravery. Or I wouldn't have thought bravery. How do I tell everybody that I know all about what is going on with pollen? I wonder. Bob, Tangent says, approaching your purpose. We need to discuss my brother. Who? Who dis? Need friendship less than 20 with dis? Yeah, okay. Need friendship. Need friendship with dis less than 20. Need friendship with dis 10 or greater. Okay. Who dis? Yes, yes, dis. Need to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. Doesn't seem to come home at night sometimes, and She trails off, looking at her feet. Well, I'm not very good on terms with my brother of late, but people are becoming worried. I'm feeling that Tang is the one who's worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll talk to him, but I'm not going to say I'll find out. He probably won't tell you, Tang says angrily. Newton's apple, she swears. He won't even talk to me anymore, she sighs. You have to follow him. I would, but everyone in the lab would know where he's gone. No one cares where he's going during the day. Dun 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 dun. Hey Jess, where are you going off to? Let's talk to Mars. Hey Mars. You know, Bob, you're alright, Mars says as you approach. You look at her, trying to figure out what she means. You're an alright what? Your stunned silence. Mars laughs, tosses her hair over your shoulder. You're alright, she repeats. You actually have good taste, unlike all those other nullheads. Ever since we landed, it's been help with this, Mars, and don't waste resources on that, Mars. It's boring. At least you understand the importance of sophistication. Shoot the breeze. Oh, it's Dis. Shoot the breeze with Mars a little bit longer. At some point, Dis stalks out of the living quarters and has to pass by you both, clearly trying not to draw your attention. Where is he going now? Mars musters you, then raises her voice so Dis can hear. Try not to get eaten by aliens, she calls out to Dis. If you die out there, you can't use your body for fertilizer. Don't be a waste. Alright. I'm the mean kid. I'm trying to stick with the cool kids. Yeah, Dis, just get lost. Dis doesn't respond, but he looks at you with wide eyes before scurrying towards the walls. Oh, Mars scoffs. Now look what you've done. I've been trying to convince him to not get himself killed sneaking out here, and you tell him to get lost. Oh. Well, my way isn't working either, she sighs. Oh no. He just doesn't care about contributing to the colony, or being popular, or earning kudos, or anything important. Oh, I'm really... Alright, bye. Right, so you want everybody to contribute to the colony. Alright. I mean, I know this is over here. I don't need you to show me the way out. Can I do this with memories? Tell Jess that your sister Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing off to. His eyes flip briefly to yours, and he stares vaguely off towards the engineering wing where their sister is reading on a holopart between classes. She's worried about you. He doesn't care about me, she says suddenly. Tangent's worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. Yeah, she doesn't care about anything but her schoolwork. I'm gonna leave you alone. Your shoulder slump in relief as you go. I mean, I know where you're going. I know that I can go out here. Maybe I can't go out here yet. Sorry, Tangent. I tried. Do you want to study together? Reasoning of 20 or greater. I'm never going to have that. Or I doubt I'm going to have that. Alright, hey Tangent. I'm actually going to have a friendship with you as I relax in the lounge. The lounge is a long, well-lit hall along the outer hull of the ship's midsection. Strewn with tables and cushions, it serves as a communal living room with a tiny one-room space every family is assigned. You flop down into the lounge's big beanbag with some of the other kids. Cal has a dazed, peaceful look on his face. The air smells so good on the Autumnal. So does the dirt, even. You notice his clothes are filthy. Well, obviously, Cal couldn't care less. An enemy bounces in. Holy crap, there's so much space to run around and play in. Carm and Chief Rhett set up an outdoor sports ball court. It's way huger than the old one on the ship. Tangent carefully selects one cushion from the pile and perches on it. The school's expanding to some of the empty engineering bays, she tells you. We're getting a big new lab to do experiments using local resources. There's so much to learn about this planet. enemy rolls her eyes, but Tang continues. We should forget our studies. We shouldn't forget our studies just because we landed, she says grimly. Tang's right, school is important. School, let's play outside. I want to explore the jungle. I miss space. No, school is important. I would like to say something else, but, you know, something like, oh, it's so great to be able to talk to people and be creative down here. There we go. Tammy nods in agreement. It's scary out there. I'm going to stay close to our quarters for now. Oh. You've had less of the deja vu dreams come to life feeling this week. You're starting to think you'd even imagine it. No, save Tammy. But suddenly you get a freaking sensation on the back of your neck and remember that Mars is about to enter the lounge and tell everyone to look outside. You stare at the door. Mars walks through as if on cue. OMG, everybody, look outside. They're hoisting a flag over command, she says, clapping her hands excitedly. You know what that means, right? She stands tall with her hands on her hips. But Tumnur is officially humanity's first exocolony ever. You look at the flag, feeling dizzy, and silently mouth the words along with what she says next. Do you remember this moment so well? This is history, kids, she exclaims, wrapping an enemy and tangent under each arm. And we were there. I took the month off. I will forget crawling. I will remember discovering. 100 with tangent, minus 100 strength. Forget. Now we're in late pollen. Are you dust or wet? I forget. Oh, Tammy. Well, they're doing things. Can I get you to talk to me again? No. What do you want? Leave me alone. Yeah, I was pretty horrible to you. Alright. I mean, I could give you a present, but I've only got one thing to give away. The air is different here, she shouts. We've never lived somewhere where the air can be too dry, or too wet, or too cold. It's almost as if the planet is alive. She shudders. That's a scary thought. Alright, well, we can find out what we can do babysitting. Is that creativity, or is that just because Tammy's alive? We can earn empathy, creativity, friendship, and earn kudos, and get some stress. Empathy. Well, I'm going to go and do creativity in the study humanities, so that I can find out what being creative gets us. Still can't register for an engineering class. I'm too dumb, or I'm not reasoning enough. Study humanities. You're doing creative writing in teams. You're paired with Mars. Wish it was Tangent. She always does so well on these. The theme is Earth's natural environment. Mars takes the topic at face value and wants you to write about how beautiful everything was on Earth, with blue skies and green plants everywhere and huge oceans that went forever. It always looks so gorgeous in the carefully staged movies you've seen on Holovids. Run with Mars's idea? Writing an essay? Or write about climate problems instead? Learning about Earth? Nope. We're going to write an essay. And we'll get +1 if the card before it is blue. Yeah. Get some Mars friendship, get some kudos, gain the memory writing an essay. Mars takes a creative part of the creative writing literally, having Earth's lush forests, verdant plains, and deep, jewel-like oceans, with reverence bordering on the obscene. She's pretty passionate about it, so you let her do most of the work. Mars insists she gets to present it to the class. And that is a good idea too. Mars is a born presenter. I mean, I'm not bad. Not sure it's totally based on facts. It is received well by both your classmates and your teacher. You get a handful of kudos for doing well. 5 kudos, 2 friendship with Mars. And then we get to work studying humanities. No. No! Alright. Okay, well. So I get, what do we, oh, because I get the flush, that is why. No, okay, then I guess I'm going to win. +1 creativity. So 5 creativity, 2 persuasion, 15 stress, 1 kudos, 1 friendship with Tangent. I'm not getting much friendship with Mars when I said I was going to be with the in crowd, did I? Oh, this is dust. Alright, okay. But we got a new perk. What did we get? Clothes shopping. New cards in the depot. I think the depot's open. Thanks, creativity, I guess. Alright, well, anybody want to talk to me about anything? I would love to be going out, but I cannot. I guess I need to be tough enough or brave enough in order to do that. And tough and bravery comes from over here, doing sports ball. If I do that, I guess I would get it quicker because of my thing. So yeah, I could do that. How am I doing on friendships and stuff? 1 heart with Tangent, 2 hearts with Mars. Half a heart. Oh, almost a full heart with Tammy. 25 persuasion. I think I'll probably keep going, doing some more studying of humanities then. Although I get 7 kudos, which I can use to buy things. Well, if I do this, perhaps I will get my persuasion up. So, alright, let's do some more studying here. Study humanities. 2215. Sorry, 22115. Tangent's least favourite part of humanities are the days you study Earth poetry. She just doesn't get it. If the author was trying to tell us something, why didn't they just come out and say it? Those flowery language is sometimes best. Okay, so 1, 4, saving Tammy, and then 1, 0, 2. Or if you're not, okay, so that's 13. If I swap you round, that's 12. Okay, that's not as much, but it is a straight. All right, there we go. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do that. Victorious, we worked well, got 1 more creativity, 4 creativity, 2 persuasion, 15 stress, kudos. And now it's Autumnalia! Yay! Endicott and the council have called a festival to celebrate life here on Autumnalia. Everyone gathers in the colony to hear Governor Endicott's speech. Maybe I'm going to go all loyal and reach 100 loyalty, or 0 rebellion. Continue the tradition of Autumnalia. Midsummer Festival celebrate our Autumna. Clap. Yay! Loyalty. Loyalty. There we go. And then we get the chiefs all announcing all the stuff. Now let's go to the feast table. Look at all the soy-based food we've got here. You know that. Looks like I am going to the talent show thanks to creativity. What is a festival without festivities? She asks. Does Governor Endicott and Professor Howe and the security chief rep have organised a 30-part competition with the kids? Good luck, children. Time for the talent show. Another loyalty. I'm going all loyal, apparently. It's an all singing, all dancing, all talent extravaganza. The entire colony gathers to watch the show after dinner. First up, Yes pops up to the front of the stage. And a pop song starts to play. He just stands there, deadpan, staring into space with his arms at his side, while the singer belts out the first verse. Then the chorus comes. He suddenly springs to life, dancing and lip-syncing to the lyrics frantically, waving his arms and grinning maniacally. Then collapses back to standing still once the chorus is over. It's hilarious. But you aren't sure you're supposed to be laughing. Why not? Ooh. Next, Mars performs a choreographed dance routine to the old Earth song by an AI idol. She has light-emitting balls at the end of her hair, which she swings around everywhere in the dim light, while controlling a small floating ball. A small floating ball drone who dances with her. It's total overkill even, but it is impressive. What do we do? A comedy routine? A magic act? Hoverboard tricks? They're all creative hearts. Let's do some magic, shall we? That sounds like fun. Oh, okay. So, story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. Oh, that's the difference. I didn't realise it was stories that had the 1, 2, 3, and the everyday things had other stuff. Alright, okay. So we only need a goal of 40. If I play that, that gets a 7. If I put that in there as well, that's still 7. Can we get a straight? 0, 1, 2. No, that's 3. Oh. Could be that 7 is the best. 1, 1. That gives us a pair. And that will be a 2. That will be a 1. Okay, 8 is the best. Yeah, alright. We'll have that. We can do better than... I mean, can we do better than that? I mean, 4, 1... There we go, there's another 11. And then I need to get 21 in this last round? Which I don't think I can do. Wow, I'm not... Yeah, unless you train really hard, I'm not sure. 0, 1, 2, 3... Oh. Yeah, no, that's right. 17. Oh. And push through to get 20 stress. I think that's the best I can do. I think if I push through, I want to get... I don't know if I will get a reward, but okay, we'll push through and do that. The best you could get 17 out of 17. 1 kudos, 2 creativity. Alright. +2 from extra fingers 1 and extra fingers perk. So yeah, extra fingers and extra fingers. I'll take that because I'm going to lose a lot as well, aren't I? Everyone is amazed by your magic act, especially the one where you pretend to pull scarves out of your mouth. You win, as voted for by audience applause. Talent show competition. Popular. +2 friendship with Mars, +2 friendship with Dis. Do we also lose stress for the Vertumnalia? Mars begrudgingly shakes your hand, leaning in to whisper, "You better enjoy your victory now, because she's going to destroy you next year." Yes, and I lost all the stress. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much-needed break. During the fierce heat of dust, a few days' rest is exactly what you need. You feel refreshed. Woo! We're in the street, and I can't believe you chose that ending. Well, there we go. I did indeed choose that ending. I mean, you can't go back and see... I haven't... You are messing with me there, right? You can't go back in the middle of the stream, and I haven't accidentally chosen I haven't accidentally done a multiple streams, have I? Where it's cut off because of it suddenly stopped streaming, right? You're messing with me. You're messing with me, right? The ending is just completely different to yours. That's not what I mean. I don't care about the ending. As far as I am aware, you cannot go back and see the stream that is currently going. You can't jump back in time to it on Twitch. I might be wrong. That is what I am getting at. So I don't know how you have seen the ending. But hey, there we go. But it doesn't matter either way. Thank you for being here and doing that. I mean, yeah, I went with that ending because it felt... I mean, that's what it was. I feel that's what it was building to, with being all physical. So yeah. And now I'm just doing a little bit more just here, just to see, you know, things that happen with Tammy. She's awake now. Or alive, rather. Awake. I can give you a present. I don't want to give you a present. I've already got sharing is caring. Now takes a deep breath of dry, dusty air. I know, it's miserably hot outside, but you know what? My dad is right. Should be happy I'm here. I should be happy I'm here. After that close call in the creche, I think I'm going to try and make this place feel like home. She nods, putting on a brave face. It means trying not to be so afraid. Alright, I've got one. That's the 10%, right? Give me the... There we are, clear-minded, no stress or worries, 10% chance to get plus 1 bonus when increasing skills. I've got bonus kudos. The thing isn't open up here, so I cannot spend any kudos that I do have. And I don't know if you know this, but the creativity bonus, hey, it's shop close work, new cards in the depot. That's great, except I don't have a depot to spend my kudos at, or to, you know, make use of this creativity perk. Bleh. But yeah, I'm gonna go all talking this time around. Hey everybody, okay, Tammy, what have you got to say? Or not Tammy, sorry, Tangent. I mean, I got the first 2 letters of your name right. What more do you want? Tangent is watching the construction crew build scaffolding for the new engineering pavilion. Well, I can't help you there. Engineering of 0. They're using mushwood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole and stack it in place. She points towards him. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just dirty jungle, but now it's civilization. I've been learning about adaptability and writing in biology class. The books say that what set us apart from animals, like, this is what set us apart from animals. Like, we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes. When it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. We can also sweat. Maybe the animals have neat adaptations. Yeah, totally. Maybe the animals have neat adaptations. Tangent rolls her eyes at you. Maybe, but even if they do, I haven't seen any sign of intelligent life here. It's just those big, dumb xenophora. Yeah, animals are super dumb. No, some animals here are smart and friendly. Dang looks skeptical. They're still animals, Bob. Maybe they're just pretending to be nice so you'll feed them. You're lucky if it didn't eat you. Eh. She folds her arm. The Dobbs moth look cute. I've never seen a Dobbs moth. Dobbs mouth. Dobbs moth. Never seen one. So I don't know what they're talking about there. Anyway, but one can eat through a bag of rice in less than 30 minutes. How big's the bag of rice? I might be able to eat through a bag of rice in 30 minutes. I mean, I would cook it first. But anyway, even an herbivore can be dangerous here. An herbivore. It doesn't have to want to eat you to be able to hurt you. Yeah, I've seen those. Together you watch the woman put the blueprints of the scaffolding onto the floating screen of her holofarm. And raises it to the scaffolding to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, Tang says firmly. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. Maybe the bags of rice are the friends we made along the way. I don't think I can eat through a friend. Eat through a friend. Through one. She puts her finger to her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology, she says. All of us are really, with our genetic enhancements. We're the next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic superspecies. What's your adaptation? Do you want to tell me? No, of course you don't. I could have had some chance to get friendship or something from you there, but I didn't. Alright, okay, so I am popular and my kudos is doubled, so maybe I'll do some babysitting. Where I will still learn empathy and creativity. Lovely, lovely creativity. Ooh. And yeah, earn some kudos and stress. How much stress is it? Only 10 stress. As somebody who has looked after babies, or looked after my nephews, I can tell you that 10 stress, when it's 15 stress if you go to school, seems a little low, particularly as it takes up the whole of the month. I think 10 stress is low, although, you know, I wouldn't want them to say, it's 1,000 stress. But still. Babysitting. Hello, Bob. Auntie Seaton greets you. Oh, sweetheart, I'm so happy you've come back to help. You know this place well. The creche. Part preschool, part all-day daycare. You practically grew up here, cared for communally, while your parents worked their shifts. A few kids even live in the creche full time. In a way, antecedent, aka Anne, aka Auntie, or antecedent. No, antecedent, yes, I got that already. Is every kid's mom. The smell of craft glue and teen blankets gives you a calming sense memory of all the happy time you spent here with your friends. Tammy is here too. It's a happy memory of all the time you spent with your friends. Tammy is here too. She wasn't one of your friends. Oh, what a horrible thing. Anyway, gently rocking a drowsy baby against her chest. She looks at ease in a way you don't usually see. You're going to babysit too? She asks in an excited stage whisper. You'll love it. Nope. Suddenly, a bundle of wild hair in pink overalls runs straight into you, nearly knocking you over. I haven't seen you before. Almost more kitten than kid. The child grabs your leg and stares up at you with unblinking green eyes. Watch that one, Antecedent warns. You remember Nugget? No, I have met Nugget before. Well, I can't remember why I've met Nugget. She was in one of the previous things. She's turning out to be quite a handful. Why don't you start off by getting her to go down for a nap? Read a book to her, play a game with her, make some crafts with her. Let's make some crafts. Well, that won't get you to bed. Reading a book will get you to go to bed, maybe. Not very persuasion-y or empathy-ish at the moment, but we'll read a book to you, yeah? What? +1 reasoning? But I lost reasoning by, trying to teach Tammy some stuff earlier. I don't need reasoning. You search through the Hollow Palms library and find your favourite childhood book. Superhero Justice Warriors. Yes, that is what I chose at the beginning. Thank you for remembering that game. You find a quiet spot on a large beanbag chair, but Nougat squirms in your lap and refuses to sit still. It's not long before her eyes wander from the picture, drawn to activity across the room. Oof! She's all elbows and knees as she clambers off your lap, chirping, I'm going now! Bye bye bye! Quite stressed. Nougat makes a beeline for some older kids who are playing with a creator bot. She charges in to pick up the bot and hug it, causing it to flail and knock both her and itself over. Should have tried the game. Oh well, by the time you get to the scene of the crime, there are tears and the other kids are upset about their broken pot. Commotion attracts the attention of Antecedent. He swoops in with hugs and tissues. Within moments she has it under control. Whoops, she says, hauling Nougat onto her lap with ease. It's just a little mix-up. Don't worry, everyone. Bob will get that box fixed up in a jiffy. Engineering 0. She winks at you with a warm smile. Time to get to work. Babysitting. Okay, well, a 5 and a 5, but I'll lose a kudos if I've succeeded, and then a 1, and then a 0. I'm gonna hit the super goal, and I can make it even better. There we go. And that, I can't see it being any way for it to be better there. Mars's ambition. Costing me kudos. -1 kudos at the end of the round if this card is played, even if you lose. Well, I'm not going to lose, because look. Now we'll get +1 to empathy. Right. Win! So, 14 kudos, because it's doubled. -1, +1. 10 stress, which came up to 15 thanks to that thing. 4 empathy, 2 creativity. 19. And I need to get to 33. So 4 and then 10, so 14. So we need to do this another 4 times, if I could do that every time. And creativity, if I can get 4 creativity from the other place, I would still need to do that 23 times. Sorry, 23, I would need to get 23, making that I would have to do it another 6 times. Okay, so I can get to the empathy thing before I can get to the creativity. Alright, done. Red dust becomes light dust. Hey Mars, I still can't buy things at the shop. As you know, the shop is closed. Hey Cal. Hey everybody else. Hey Dis. Hey you, who I can't go to. Hey Tammy, I'll talk to you in a second over there. Yeah, I forgot. It's toughness and bravery, that's it. And then I could get that if I know Dis. He will if Dis sees that, he will let me sneak out. Tammy almost doesn't notice you approach. He's bent over a holobarn, intently taking notes. You get close enough that her ears wiggle, and she looks up, surprised. Oh, hello, Bob. He greets you cheerfully. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Tammy's care. You ask her what she's studying, and she flushes pink and tugs on her hair. I'm not studying, she says. I'm making a list of my friend's favourite things. She laughs a little, embarrassed. Well, you're my friend, Rob, so what's your favourite colour? I hate all colours equally. More? I'd like red. Red is my favourite colour. The colour of the monster behind you! Rainbow, orange, purple, green. You know what? I think Bob's best colour is gonna be purple. Why not? She knows your answer, then asks you what your favourite dessert is. Space cake, fresh fruit, soy sweets, spoonfuls of pure sugar. I don't like sweet things. Dessert, I prefer the Sahara. Oh, desert. Desert, I prefer the Sahara myself. Oh, hilarious. Space cake. Space cake. No, I'm going to do the jokey thing. I prefer the Sahara myself. -1 to Tammy's confidence? Tammy doesn't understand what you mean, so you have to explain the joke. It's even less funny the second time around. No, thank you. I was just making a joke. Alright, my favourite colour is still purple. How does not understanding the joke make you less confident? Alright, okay. Space cake. Fresh fruit and soy sweets. Like Tammy isn't exactly the sharpest knife around. Yeah. I mean, I've already seen that I lost reasoning from her when I was trying to explain exothermic and endothermic stuff. But still, losing confidence from that. I mean, I built up her confidence by 1 somehow. I can't remember what I said to do it, but I did it. Alright, time for you to... it's space cake. It's space cake. It's always space cake. Why not? Everyone's in place. Yay, space cake is my favourite too. Oh, I've learned a thing. Tammy carefully notes this down. Okay, last question. What's your favourite toy? Stuffed animals, whole wars, dolls and action figures, my holobarn. Toys are for immature children. I have a doll. So yeah, dolls are my favourite toy. Why not? I've got a doll. Dolls and action figures. Me too, she smiles. Really? Or are you just agreeing with me? Right, okay. Now I know what to get you for your birthday. I mean, I just found out some of your favourite things, did I not? Tammy? No. Apparently not. Alright, what are your favourite things? Dresses the index fingers together shyly. I like the colour yellow, and my dolls, and my favourite sweet is cake. Right, so you would probably like yellow flowers then, eh? And cakes. And dolls. I don't have any dolls, but do I? Is that now noted down? No. Why? Game, I have just learned information. Note it down for me. I mean, I mean, I know it's not. Whose likes did I note down? I got somebody's likes. There we go. Yeah, yellow flowers. I found that out by giving her a yellow flower in the last loop. But yeah. Do you remember any Spike's birthday traits exactly in the second playthrough? Yeah. As I am showing off here, I know yellow flowers. I know Mars's birthday because I found that out before, early wet. But I never found out anything to do with Spike and enemies stuff. I mean, I found out her augment, but I didn't find out when her birthday was. I haven't got a relationship with her anymore, obviously. I never found out what she liked or disliked. I mean, it might be that one... you know, I should have done... what I should have done is I should have gone up to everybody and then just given everybody like a flower or a mushlog in the first one. Well, not in the first one, in the last bit of my first loop. And then I would have found out, oh, these people don't like mushlogs. Or they do like mushlogs. or mushlogs are disgusting. Alright, well I can earn kudos, so I think I'm going to do more of that. I should look around, because I'm used to big blue things just appearing, because of my, you can spot all the, there we go, like that, for instance. I missed that. I need to look around for those things, because it didn't have a big blue thing, because I don't have the perception anymore. Alright, let's do some more babysitting so I can earn more kudos with my popularity. Don't need to relax, we'll do some more babysitting. Empathy, creativity, friendship with Tammy, kudos, and stress. You just can't seem to make Nougat keep her pants on. Yeah, alright. At least she's potty trained. It's still a bit of a health hazard. Managed to come to a compromise where she agrees to at least wear a dress or skirt. She does this for a little while before realizing that it's much harder to climb and crawl around in a dress, and begrudgingly agrees to wear pants again. Yay! I made somebody wear pants! Alright, looks like I'm going to lose a kudos, but yeah, this is the easiest way to do it, right? And I hit the super goal as well. The super goal. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Why did that say 22? Oh, I see. So it was filling in with the thing, and then I went and put this up. Right, so if I do this, I haven't made the super goal, but if I do this, you're not gonna... Alright, okay, weird stuff. But that's the best I've got, right? And I'm gonna lose a kudos and gain a kudos. Thanks Mars's ambition, costing me kudos. +1 empathy. So empathetic, so creative, so many kudos. Oh dear, stress again. Here we are in early wet. Oh, Dis is over there. Hey Dis, I'll come and talk to you in a minute. Hey Mars, it's your birthday. I'm not going to make you upset by not getting you a birthday gift this time, because I know it's your birthday. But I've only got eggs. Oh, I can tell you about my day, can I? All cards to the right of you become 1. Need persuasion 20 or greater. I've got 20 or greater persuasion? Oh. I'm bored. This is boring, Mars conveys, standing up. All the adults want me to do is work, and they're not paying attention to me. Alright, I'll get the boring card. Why not? If all cards to the right of you become 1, then that means that if you were doing a 5, then you would have 5 from all the 1s, and 10 from the pairs, right? Because you get 10 for 5 of the kind. Right? Right? So that would be 15, and if they were all yellow, maybe you can upgrade it. Yeah, I'm assuming you can. It's her thing. Like, you can do that with, like, an enemy's loyalty and stuff like that. But yeah. That's not horrible. I'll have that. Tell her about your day. Mars is always talking about how she's bored and wishes there was more to do here. There's 100 reasons for Tumnit isn't boring. You tried to list them all. There's all the cool plants and new constellations to look at, and just yesterday you watched a dwarf's moth squeeze through a crack in the wall. No animal should be able to fit through, apart from jellyfish. Mars listens politely. There's such yawning halfway through. Less bored is still bored when it comes to Mars and for Tumnit. I got 2 friendship and +1 persuasion, and I'm done. And it's your birthday, so I found something you might like. Oh, get into a debate. That's debatable. Okay, I need persuasion of 40 or greater. I found something you might like. I'm not going to want to change cards into red, so why not have a Xeno egg? I think you'd much prefer that to a mushlog. Hey, it's your birthday. Have a Xeno egg. Ah, Moscows, what do you expect me to do with that? I'll put it where it belongs, outside, in the dirt. Okay, so you dislike Xeno eggs, and I lost 1 friendship with you. But I gave you a present. I gave you a present, Mars. Don't hate me. Alright, well, that's the thing. 23 friendship. Alright. That's my last month of double kudos, so we'll do some more babysitting. Oh, no we won't. We'll talk to Dis first of all. I can't quite follow you. I don't have perception. Tell someone, just ignore it. I'm going to tell someone. I'm a telltale. Pouring rain, even if they don't... Oh no, they might believe me because of my persuasion. It's pouring rain and everyone is trying to stay dry under grass top palipers. Everyone except Dis, off in the distance. Over at the wall near the sportsmobile. He's definitely skulking. I mean, I already know how he gets out. Can I not go over there and do that? Thanks to my memory? Anyway, tell someone. Loyalty. +1 persuasion. You tell security chief Rhett that you saw Dis up to no good behind the garrison. She's distracted to put buckets under the various leaks in the roof to pay you much attention. Thank you, Bob. I'll check it out later, he says, waving you off. If there's a danger to the colony, one of the lookouts will catch it. You're not so sure. You know Dis. He's very good at hiding when he doesn't want to be found. Hey, Dis. Oh, you found me. Yeah, I did. This is adjusting better than you expected in life on the surface. He's already found new places to hide and do whatever he does out here by himself. Thanks. I want to go out. This way. No? You're not going to let me? Alright, okay. Alright. Last month of babysitting for the moment. The living quarters. Time for some babysitting. Creativity, empathy, all of the things we always want. Most kids in the crash go home at the end of the workday to be with their parents, but some live here full time. Anne's triplets, for example, as well as orphan. Who's Anne? Is that antecedent? Is that Anne? For example, anyway, as well as the orphans from the wormhole crash. Oh, children whose parents have simply opted to have them raised communally instead. There's an item you had absolutely buckets of in the first playthrough that she does like, which makes sense in the context of the person she is. I'm going to assume, having seen that, and I'm going to guess it was the glow crystals, because she's been talking about having light, things which can't light up, shiny things or flashy things, not flyny as I was going to say, which is what I'm guessing she likes. But you know, maybe I'll find that out. The communal instead. I mean, that's good. Hey, I don't want to raise my kid. Go be with the community. Woo! You've heard that orphanages on Earth could be troubled, but here in the crash, everyone is cared for equally. They're lucky, in a sense. In the crash, they have a huge family and so many siblings to play with. I mean, now I'm thinking. So I don't know if you found this out during your playthroughs, but Britannia started as things on the Earth, as compounds on the Earth, for want of a better term there, where everybody opted into this thing, and children were born by randomly picking an egg and a sperm, and they just got mixed together. Presumably, there were no natural births as well, it was just those births. But, I mean, does that mean... I guess it doesn't mean... I guess there is enough genetic diversity that we are not all related to one another. Though I suppose it's possible that I might have distant relatives here who are not my relatives, if you see what I mean. Or who are genetic relatives but not actually my relatives. In a communal sense. Yeah, I just think it's interesting. Yeah. It's better explained as Tammy progresses in a live state in the second playthrough. Ah, right, okay. That's why it happened. Yeah, no, that is what I got. But I mean, I wouldn't have had to have gone to that class to do it. I think it was studying humanities that got it. Or it might have just been because I was at the class. Anyway, you and Tammy are putting two of these crash kids to bed. Tammy's cuddling up with one of them, reading a book out loud. Tonight's story, Tammy begins, is about a little vacuum bot named Litter. One night, while Litter was charging, there was a power surge in her charging station. Zap! Tammy tickles the children for emphasis. And the next morning, when Litter woke up, well, instead of cleaning, she decided to go on a grand adventure. I mean, Death. Death is the last big adventure. I suppose you could be talking about yourself. Tammy, I was gonna say, I don't know what your augment is, but, you know, I can see you have giant ears. Can I assume that your augment is giant ears? Foreshadowing. Not foreshadowing. Well, maybe foreshadowing, but not foreshadowing. Because it happened, it had to happen before, in order to backshadowing. Past shadowing. It had to have already happened. But anyway, Tammy makes up the story as she goes. She has to vacuum bot all the way out of her geoponics dome to the other side of the colony to meet her cousin bots in engineering. But everything goes wrong, and the little vacuum bot gets scared and lost. After Captain Endicott saves her and brings her back to geoponics, the little vacuum bot vows to never go exploring again and lives happily ever after. 2 kids are sound asleep. You're so great with kids, +2 to neighbouring guards, telling a gentle tale, and the moral is to never have adventures? Boring. Well, I've already got boring. But you're great with kids. I'm going to build up your confidence this way. I don't know if I'm building up your confidence that way either. I want that. Thanks, Bob. Tammy blushes. Can't wait to have kids of my own. I want at least 5. Maybe even more? Auntie Seaton says, I could have as many as I want. She and the other crash parents will help raise them all together. I think I'd like that. More friendship with you. Get to work. All cards become 1. If I do that and I do that, do you oh, you don't become 1. Oh, no. Curse you, this card here. Well, I mean, that's not going to help, is it? No, that just messes things up. Oh, that works. Are you a 2 usually then? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So great. All right, there we go. Yeah, and we get 11 for it. Whee! Thanks to my +1 with my doll. Bonus of pairs, +5 to persuasion. Yeah, all right. I can't do anything else that way. I mean, you get a +1, but all cards to the right become 1. So you're a 0. If I take you out, you're still a 1. And then when I put you in, it doesn't give you a -1, even though it should give you a +1 and a -1 from this. Win! Another empathy. +4 empathy, +2 creativity, thanks to my extra fingers. 16 kudos. Oh, because I did not have to play the Mars card this time round. Excellent. And stress. Almost at empathy. I don't know if the +5 there counts. Towards the goal. Towards the bonus perk. I don't know. Having a terrorizing familiar dream, a monster crashing through the walls, unfathomably large, every part of it wiggling and moving and searching for something, tramples through the colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts to the wreckage of your home. You're picking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. Probably kombucha? Oh, I got 5 stress. You wake up shouting, "No!" But your voice is drowned out by a deafening rumble from the skies outside. Bedroom window is covered in water? Pouring down from the clouds? You guess this must be rain, but you've never experienced it before. The white flash from outside. Another crack and rumble. Thunder! It must be a thunderstorm! It's still the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgotten your bad dream. But you're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. Rain beats down on the roof of your quarters, joined now and then with great peals of thunder, like the footsteps of the angry beast. Yeah, time to run outside and play. I'm not going to hide under the covers. I'm not going to go to my parents for comfort. Oh look! It's the doll! Run outside and play in the rain, play in the rain. Whee! 5 happiness, 5 rebellion. Or 5 less stress. I mean, I don't know if happiness and stress are the opposites. I guess not. happiness and stress and de-stress. I mean, no, relaxing. But relaxing is the action you take to de-stress. It isn't the opposite of stress. I don't know. I would have to look that up. And I'm not going to do that now. It's surprisingly warm outside and the water feels nice hitting your head. Everything smells fresh and damp and wonderful, and the dusty packed ground has turned to squashy mud between your toes. Don't get too far from the door to your quarters. But it's exciting being outside in the dark, watching dramatic streaks of lightning arc down into the hills behind the colony. You know, I think the other options were this trowel and this ball, maybe? For the gifts I could have got at the beginning? I forget. I mean, I can always go back and check. There we go. Early wet becomes mid-wet. I could do some babysitting. And, you know, I would only get 7 kudos for it now. What a load of rubbish that is now that I've lost my one at the games thing. Anybody want to talk to me? Anything around here I can pick up that I haven't seen? Can I still not get out here? Even though I know how to get out. Because of, well, I mean, I remember it from the previous iteration. Alright. What do I want to do? I need 2 more, and I've got 2 months before we get a taxing glow. I haven't got any combat. Or I've got very little combat. Now I know that every other time I ran outside and helped, and I know because of the way the save transferred over from the demo that I played before to the new one, that there are past memories that I can use to do a thing during glow, but I don't know if I also need combat to do it as well. Interesting. Still got register for the engineering class. I'm too stupid for that. Biology and reasoning, or I could study humanities again, creativity and persuasion. I get 4. Alright, no, let's actually do the babysitting for the next 2 months as well. So that I can see what I get. I can't remember what I get with empathy. I'm sure I got over the threshold. Babysitting. Empathy, creativity, friendship with Tammy, kudos, and stress. You wage an endless war against certain aromas in the crash. No matter how much you clean and disinfect, there's always the faint smell of glue, dirty diapers, and grungy kid bodies. You're so used to it that the days when you make popcorn or fold a fresh pile of clean laundry are like a tiny vacation. Get to work. Your cards become 1. +1 to the cards exactly to your +2 to neighbouring cards. Alright, okay, so can do a 1, 0, 1, 2. And then I think, I don't know that that's the best. Oh. +2 to neighbouring cards. No. Oh, I get 21 either way, do I? Alright. Well, I get the bonus for the pair. That adds 2 to both sides. Alright, okay. I mean, okay, if I'm going to be doing that, all cards to the right of me become 1. Then, I mean, I might as well move everything along 1. That's 24. If I move it again, if I do that, that's... Oh wow, 26. That's far more. What I was going to do was that. That's also 26. Okay, so why? So I get get an extra 2 for the pair. If I do that, I'm going to lose 2 from that, 3 from that, right? Because you're going to be 1. That's 24. I thought it was 26 before. Everything is going wrong, and I'm messing everything up. It's 26. I'll stop messing around with things now. Alright. Oh, it's not the best. Oh well. Stress, empathy. And now we're in late wet. Last one before the thing. Anybody? Anybody want to talk to me and do stuff? Anybody? Was there any logs around that I missed there? Not giant blue things? No. Alright. Hey Tammy, you got anything exciting and new to say to me? I mean, it's all exciting and new because you were dead the last time, but anyway. Tammy peers suspiciously at the sky, big ears twitching. Yeah, it's different here, she pouts. I've never lived somewhere where the cold can be too dry or too wet or too hot or too cold. It's almost as if the planet is alive, she shudders. That's a scary thought. I mean, we've done that already. Perform a random act of kindness. Empathy of 20 or greater, I can do that. I can always get to your second one, which is going to be 40 as well. Sharing is caring, I've already got that. You know, I wouldn't mind having a second one of that, so a random act of kindness towards you, or towards something. You start simple. You give Tammy an enormous hug, sharing the love. Huh. I wonder if you and Rex would get along. I don't know. You give Tammy an enormous hug, sharing the love. Tammy gets a lot of hugs, but you make sure this one feels special. She hugs you back, wiggling back and forth happily. She's surprisingly strong. Friendship. Empathy. Gained memory. Oh, no. I've only got one more empathy for that. Thanks, Bob, she says breathlessly as you squeeze the wind out of her a little. I really, really needed that. It's a cake! Well, before you go, she adds, she produces a box with a slice of cake from the folds of her skirt. You want this cake? It's so fun to make. I need someone to help me eat them. I'll make you another on your birthday if you like. We can trade HUDs for cakes again. Yeah! Well, if I'd known that, I could have given you a cake. I mean, I don't know that everybody likes cakes, but I think it's, you know, a universal thing that everybody wants. Persuasion of 40 or greater. I found something you might like. I could give you a cake. We're wet. Because I gave you something you disliked, does that mean I can give you another gift now? Or was it because it was your birthday? Or why can I give you another thing so soon after? I still can't get to deliver supplies, toughness, or organisation. So yeah, that would be earning me kudos as well. But nope, I'm going to get some more empathy. Get some kudos here. Not as many kudos, not as much stress, I think. But empathy and creativity. And friendship with Tammy, which, you know, is great. Back on Earth, you know, humans used to have babies willy-nilly, with very little planning. Here, making a new human requires approval from the council. Don't approve of that. And there haven't been any new babies since you landed. The one in your arms was born shortly before you passed through the wormhole. You hold the youngest member of the colony with reverence. Staring down at the sweet, chubby cheeks, she's just a bundle of blinking, mildly confused joy. Gazing sleepily up at you, she wiggles like she wants to get free from her swaddle. Don't fall for her tricks, or loosen her swaddle. I'm gonna loosen your swaddle. So that you can fall out on the floor and be hurt, I guess. Her arms explode out of the swaddle as soon as you loosen it, smacking herself in the head. Her tiny face scrunches up and she lets out a wail. You try to calm her, but she just grabs your finger and yanks hard. Ow! Who's been teaching this baby jujitsu? An enemy? While you're trying to regain control of the finger, the baby grabs your hair and pulls at that too. Babies Magical. Tammy walks over to see how you're doing. Oh, she exclaims, it looks like she likes you. Let me take her and put her down, okay? She takes the baby and sets her down in a crib in the quiet room. Then comes back and gives you a sunny smile. Well, we'll see how long that lasts. It'll be tough when all the babies are grown up and no one takes naps anymore. I'm going to miss quiet time. I'm going to miss the babies most, though. I love babies. Nah, I bet once they can talk. I'm going to have so many kids one day. Yeah, they're pretty cute. I don't know if I had any kids last time round. Because I broke up with Spike right at the end. Because she couldn't handle me being a hero and Vase also being a hero. Which, you know, makes sense. But I don't know that I got with anybody else. Maybe this time round I'll be all about the kids. I'm going to have so many kids one day. Tammy tugs on her ears. Knows that when she feels unsure of herself, she tugs on her ears a lot. Well, I hope that when the council allows new babies again, if I'm old enough, that I can volunteer for it, she says shyly. I mean, I don't even know how it works really, but they'll tell me, right? Hold up, Tammy doesn't know how babies are made. You should really know this by now. Have you tried looking it up? They taught us in sex ed. I'm going to destroy your confidence again, aren't I, by saying they taught us this in sex ed or something. I don't want to destroy your things. Have you tried looking it up? You should really know this by now. I mean, they taught us this in sex ed. I'm going to say that. Then we laughed and I go, oh, Bob, you know I'm not really good at school. It was so embarrassing. I haven't done that part yet. I haven't even been able to open the hollow bits. I do know the basics, though, she says defensively. Babies start as teeny weeny specks inside the womb. They get bigger and bigger, and then they come out. I just don't know the other stuff. Alright, I guess. +1 to the card to the left. So... Alright, I can make 1, 1, 1. There we go, 3 of a kind. 2, 4. A win! And a super goal! +1 bonus to empathy. Yeah, I can't do any better than that. So, win! Yes, +1 empathy. 5 empathy. 3 from the 1 challenge, and the super goal, and from extra fingers, 1. Creativity gives you... Okay, so extra fingers perk gives you bonus creativity. Not just the card. Alright. 8 kudos. 10 stress. The days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning, you wake up in the darkness and have to check your holopalm to know what time it is. You see a holostream from Mars. Good morning to my pals. If you can even call it morning, they've named it glow season because, like, everything is crazy glowing out there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of even going outside if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. Yeah, hella dull. No, it looks way cool out there. Sorry, Mars, I disagree with you. No way, it looks hella cool out there. You peek out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it, like a massive fiery ring in the sky. The planet must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle, something new is taking place. Plants are flowering, glowing iridescent blooms. Everything is full of life. There are strange new sounds, long hooting calls, and gurgling roars. Oh, I've just noticed. Nice! For the number of kudos that I have, which is why I did the thumbs up, because that's how you represent kudos, apparently. After Mars's message is a notice from the council warning everyone to stay inside. Nope. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back and the gates closed for the month. There's tension in the air, as if everyone is waiting for something. Done! It's glow! Nice try. Oh, new perk! Pay to remove cards in the spot spotter. Okay, so that's what it was. I could not remember. Excellent. I can spend all my kudos to do that thing now. Well, that's 50, isn't it? I can get rid of my last red card. Woohoo! And I can forget the Autumno group. Writing an essay, I can forget all of these things. I don't really want to forget anything right now. I mean, not because I want to keep the number 69, but because I want to make use of the buy things from the depot when I can. But I don't know how much things will cost for that, or if it's any good. Hey, mushlogs! Hey, Dis, do you want a mushlog? Or do I hit you upside the head with a mushlog? Will you like that? I mean, if I could go outside, I could get all the things. I do wonder how you'll creatively help the colony with your imagination rather than engineering, combat, etc. I don't know. I don't know that I can. I mean, maybe I'll be the big ideas person. Think of, hey, maybe what if we put up this wall, but we make it round at the top instead of square, eh? Nice bike. Then he blinks at you in the dark. It's so creeptacular. She breathes. It's perfect for hide and seek. Do you want to train together? I'm never training with you again. This is staring up into the wilderness outside the gates. Feels different. I almost don't know how, just different. I ask him what he means, but he shakes his head and he stuffs his hand in his pockets. What about you? You're going to tell me to go home, aren't you? Bob, your mum asks as you walk by. What are you doing out of your quarters? It isn't safe out here. But I'm going to school. Loyalty. She nods with grudging approval. Fair enough. She replies, stay close to the stratospheric. Got it? Don't know what's out there this time of year. As you walk away, they're just out of earshot. You have up on the stars. It is beautiful, though. Alright. I'm going to try going out the front door. No? I'm tough enough. You're way too scared to go outside during the close season. No, I'm not. I've done it before, but anyway. And besides, the gates are closed. I tell the gates that I am tough enough. They magically open. Tell the gates that I'm brave enough. If I view the beastery, I've only got those three. Okay, then we're back there again. And the map is going to be much the same. I can't. No, I can see all of those. Alright, okay. Leave. Alright, and we're gonna do some stuff here at Humanities. Get some creativity and some persuasion and friendship and tangent. And more stress. Hal's been called away for a council meeting, so congruence is filling in. It tells you that today you'll be learning about the history of capitalism on Earth. You mean why humans used to have nice things and how we just eat mashed trippet and psychcakes? Mars says smugly. Please. Earth humans might have messed up everything, but at least they had style. Ever patient, congruence ignores his Mars contribution and projects a hollow vid into the classroom. A solemn woman in weird clothes identifies herself as Haven Constance Odenheim, an educational designer for the Phenomena Group. It tells you that the following experience has been created specifically to teach you, the third generation of the group, that the largest contributing factors in Earth's destruction: capitalism. You and the other students exchange worried looks. You spend the day in an interactive experience that covers the history of capitalism, from market feudalism to its transition to colonialism, and its major phases like industrialism, mass production, and corporatism. It ends with a discussion of how it collapsed in the late 21st century as wealth inequity and environmental concerns finally weakened its hegemony, along with the planet itself. Sounds horrible, it can't have been that bad. This is just mere more weird cult stuff. I mean, I do think that we are in some sort of weird cult. I mean, not exactly, but I think some of the things that they're doing is coldish, but I think it still sounds horrible. Down with capitalism. Oh, loyalty again. Ah! Alright, I'm as loyal as I can ever be. The educational experience tells you, or, I'm being as loyal as I can be this run, is what I meant there. The educational experience tells you that, despite being regarded by many as simply an economic system, capitalism has been responsible for more violence on Earth than any act of war. From its very beginning, as the colonial power spread mercantilism across the globe, it required a constant supply of people to exploit through any means necessary. It took centuries for people to realize how horrible capitalism was, once people could no longer hide from its racist colonialist history. Partway through the lesson, when Cal realizes the parallels, But we live in a colony, don't we? Aren't we colonizing Phenomena? Isn't that wrong? Of course not, dummy, Mars reasons. There aren't any people here to take the land from, just a bunch of animals. The animals count too. Maybe we should have stayed on Earth. Yeah, let's kill all the damn animals. I don't want to say that. I think the animals count too. There we go. Cal nods in agreement, but Mars is not impressed. I squashed a Dorbs moth the other day, she retorts. Are you going to put me in future jail for money crimes? Yikes, Bob. You should just lock yourself in the room if you're so worried about hurting the environment. Hey, Cal, I got friendship with you. Tangent watches this exchange silently, and turns her head. Doesn't meet your eye when you look at her. I mean, you want to hurt animals. I mean, you don't want to hurt animals. You don't see anything wrong with experimenting on animals, is what I mean. All cards. So if I do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, I get 18, which is enough for the super goal. Alright. Although, should probably do that the other way around. There we go, 22. Do I get more? I get 22 again. I'm not going to spend any more time. There we go, this is the win. Victorious! You worked well this month. +1 creativity, so 5 creativity, 2 persuasion, 15 strength, and 1 kudos. And 1 friendship with Tangent. And we're done. And it's glow! The inner stock of glow season must be getting to you. All week you've been having nightmares. Something is coming, something bad is going to happen. A dreadful mantra repeats in your head. I get 50 stress. Yeah. Hardly even surprised when the emergency sirens start up. Pick out the gates. Yes, they should be closed, but they're open. Just as you dreamed. Or remembered. The details are foggy. There were monsters. Oh no, I need bravery to help fight. Oh no! No! Bravery! Oh well. I was going to make use of that. Closest as ever point is a Jordan's crash. But from the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire! It's a colony under attack, I guess. Unchangeable, hiding in the crash. You find Des and Tammy in the crash. You find Des and Tammy in the crash. Tammy gestures for you to come and crouch under the table next to them. Takes your hand fearfully. The lights are dim. Are you scared? Tammy asks quietly, her eyes wide and tear-filled. I just don't want to fight. Of course I'm scared. Not silently. Yeah. Indeed. You know what? I'm going to agree with you. Yeah, I am. I am scared as well. Hey, +2 friendship with Tammy. You comfort Tammy, who cries softly. Oh, you'll wait for it to be over. She's worried about her dad toning the heads of air. Works at the gate when it started. You grew up here. It feels weird to be hiding here, like we're just little kids again. Yeah, more gunfire and yelling, but within half an hour, they play the all-clear tone. Tammy's dad toning is first through the door as the lights come back on. Gives Tammy a huge hug, and she bursts into tears again. I leave when your parents arrive with the ashen-faced Cal. They won't talk about what happened to Geoponics. I never did go to Geoponics. I always went to the other place to help out. So yeah. After 2 weeks of darkness, and the blue sun, barely skimming the horizon, begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. Council admits that they don't know how the gates were opened or how the creatures got in. Dis, was it you? I don't think it was. Anyway, some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species nobody had seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. I wonder what that could have been. At least nobody was killed, this time. Oh well, I guess I don't get to jump out and do the heroic thing. It's now early quiet. Childhood is fleeting. Game will end when you reach age 20. When you reach age 20. Okay. If you focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with, use the skills and friends button at the top of the left of the screen to track them. Good luck. I wish I could see this again. I wish there was a way for me to see this in the game. But I can't. Because I'd be interested to see every year how it changes and be able to look at that whenever I wanted. Look how creative I am this time. 46 points of creativity have gone in. I've got less friendly with Dis, more friendly with Cal, a little bit more friendly with Mars, more friendly with Tangent, and a lot more friendly with Tammy. Well, I'm going to start age 11. And yeah, let's just have a look. Mars, 23. Tammy, 20. Okay. Your 11-year-old and your extra finger come in handy. Get it, Andy? Oh, I didn't see that. I would like to have seen what the brain one said before. Love to make stuff, and your best friends say you're a great listener. She, her. Yes. She, her called Bob. For, Blackadder. Anybody around here who wants to say anything to me? I'd like to know what happens on my birthday. My dad. And Tammy. I'm not... No. Still can't do anything there. Maybe I'll gain some bravery. No, I won't. I'll be taking some time off. I forgot about that. Yep. Alright, hey Dad. Tell me, give me things. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Dad greets you looking concerned. You know, what your mum might say, there's such thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over at the lounge would help recharge her solar cells. What do you say? I'll sleep when I'm dead. Yeah, I'll sleep when I'm dead. And then I'm immediately going to go to sleep. Oh, rebellion. Okay. Your dad laughs at the audacity when he sighs and shakes his head. The raspberry did not fall far from the vine, he says. You and your mum are the same. Just promise me you'll take a break before it gets to that point, okay? Yeah, and what about you, Tammy? Are you going to give me a cake? Because it's my birthday, and you know it's my birthday, and you know I like space cakes. No, Tammy's sitting on a little stool in the sun, reading a fairy tale picture book on her whole arm. She sighs. What's the book about? No, it's a bunch of stories. She flips through the pages, but they're all about princes and princesses. And look, the princes are always the taller ones. I'm so big, I'm even taller than Cal is. How can he be my prince if I'm bigger than him? Oh, well, that's interesting. One of the complaints I have read about this game is that in order to hook up with anybody, you have to break up someone, even if they were your secret admirer during the earlier part of your life. That's interesting. If you just let Tammy die, then maybe Cal doesn't hook up with anyone, and you can just hook up with Cal anyway, and nobody cares, and then you don't have to break them up? Interesting. What I gathered from your last playthrough earlier in the stream, you didn't actually hit 20 with your ending. No, I didn't. You missed out on the epilogues of the people who lived. Oh! There's... Ah! Alright, okay. That is a shame. I am tempted to load up the save that we had at the beginning and then just not do the thing and just waste time. Do you know there is a mod for the Tammy Cow dynamic? It turns into a poly relationship. Oh, okay. So you don't have to split them up. Interesting. You know, it's true that Tammy's the tallest kid you know. Taller than the boys. Even Cal, who is a year older. I know she and Cal are close friends, but you never thought of him as her prince before. He'll catch up. Being tall is awesome. Cal wouldn't want to be a prince anyway. Forget Cal. I like you just the way you are. Yeah, alright. Why not? That's really nice, Bob, Tammy smiles. Then she looks at you suddenly. Oh, do you mean like? You tell her she's beautiful exactly the way she is, and you wouldn't change a thing. She blushes. And embarrassed, and unable to think of what else to do, she goes back to flipping through the pages on her book, smiling now. Meh. You gonna give me my cake? No. Alright. Oh, a new soy sweet flavour though. Yum yum, thanks. Alright, well, I need to rest. And so I'm gonna get more friendship with you again, Tammy. I spend several hours a day obsessively checking the local HoloNet for updates. There's so few people in the colony, social media can be very dead. It feels like you're talking to yourself sometimes. I wouldn't know what that feels like. You try to start a few conversations, but most people are a bit too busy are busy at work at school. I mean, the fact that everybody is dead. Well, there were people who were attacked in the colony. I mean, that could be saying that it's very dead. Could, you know, be a thing that is horrible. Like saying you took the month off. Do I want to guess? Giggling or writing an essay. I mean, that's tough. I mean, I can upgrade giggling and stuff, I guess. But writing an essay is a blue card. And if I'm trying to... And I don't know I'll get to a mono deck, but yeah, alright, I'll forget it. So much has happened during the last month since the monster attacked during Glow. The idea of the planet as a peaceful utopia has been shattered. The security squads are training new members and keeping close watch on the gates now. They're reinforcing the walls and even installing a few robotic turrets. In class, you have drills on what to do if the colony is attacked again. In all the excitement, you forgot today was your birthday! Your parents haven't forgotten. They wake you up early with an enthusiastic shout of surprise! Autumnan year is only a little longer than a year on Earth, so you've taken up its calendar for birthdays. Yours is the second month of quiet. Spark snow drifts slowly past your porthole window as you snuggle with your dad. Mum climbs up too and sits on the edge of your bed. I have spent the first 10 years of my life in a spaceship, right? And we all knew we were coming to Vatumna, right? We knew we were leaving Earth, getting on the spaceship, and then coming all the way over to Vatumna. So, when you started on the spaceship, why didn't you use Vatumnan years? Why didn't you just use those all of the time? Why did you say, hey, we're going to be doing Earth years? And then when we got to Vatumna, we then went, hey, we'll use Vatumnan years. Why? You weirdos. You also have hardly forgotten how to write an essay. Must have misplaced my card some years. Yes. I know what you mean. Anyway. Sparks on a drift fast. You'll put on windows, you snuggle up with your dad, your mum climbs up too, and sit on the edge of your bed. Oh, I got a blobber fruit. Your dad pulls a bowl of fruit from behind his back with a flourish, like a magic trick. I did the magic trick at the creative thing, not you. At least you think it's fruit. What are those? Bobber fruits. You know, I didn't think it through when I called my character Bob, and we've got bobber fruits. But hey, there we go, I guess. Bobber fruits, your dad grins. The foragers have been picking these just outside the walls. Might look funny, but they're tasty. Try one. You can take a cautious bite. Pulp is soft, tastes a bit like lemon, only more blue. Bob Ross as well, yeah. But you can't wait to join the surveyors out there, your dad says wistfully. Who knows what else you'll find? I bet I'll find Sim. My alien friend. He was there in my last life. He died. I ended his death ending thing, so you know. Bob is not allowed outside the gates, your mum interrupts. Her voice is sharp. It's too dangerous for kids. Well, I know, but eventually, your dad says. And your mum cuts him off again. But not now. Not since the attack, not with everything we know is out there. I mean, what is the point of delusions? I mean, I don't know if you can collect enough delusions. Maybe you can morph them into something else, or maybe they're just there to clog up your deck as you keep going, I saw the glow attack coming. I don't know. The attack was scary. More loyalty. Your dad hugs you close. Oh, don't worry, Tomato Head. Thanks for that. Tomato Head. What a great name. He says warmly, we'll keep you safe. I think my mum's going to die because I can't go out foraging yet. Mum reaches over and pats your leg awkwardly. I know it's scary. If you do as you're told during emergency drills, you'll be okay. Nothing's going to hurt you kids, while we're around. You'd like to believe them, but you've seen the colony fall in your dreams. How long will it be until those visions become real? Even still, your mum says, it's clear that everyone should know how to defend themselves if it happens again. To be clear, this includes knowing when to run away, your dad adds. Security threats offering self-defense lessons at the garrison, you know, even for kids if you're interested. You should drop by sometime. Your mum gives you a stern look. I've heard stories of kids sneaking inside the walls, she says grimly. If I catch you doing that, I'm going to put a chip in your ear. You laugh, what a good joke. Your mum doesn't laugh. What, me? No, never. I've never done that. I'll get more loyalty, thanks. Yeah, you better never, your mum retorts, crossing her arms. Right, because you never did anything like that. It's the next month, it's mid-quiet. Do I have a cake now? I've got one cake. Blobber fruits, some mushwood logs. Look at all this rubbish that I've got here. I can't remember when the shop opens. But, oh, medicinal herbs. Who would like medicinal herbs. I don't think we found anybody who's like a druggie. Or would want to experiment. I don't know, maybe Tang would want medicinal herbs to try out. I don't know. Alright, Tammy. Tell me what's going on. Tammy Beans, what you see. There's nothing better in the world than the sight of your face. Or like there's nothing. Happy birthday, Bob, she exclaims. Oh, you remembered, although it was last month. She comes in for a huge hug. She smells so nice, like vanilla and flowers. She's really good at hugs. This is for you, Tammy says. It's a cake! She steps back and reaches into one of the many deep pockets of her dress, producing a little paper box. I made you this, she laughs, opening it to reveal a little snack-sized cake. It's only a soy cake. No, it's a soy cake made just for you. You take a bite. Okay, it tastes like just a regular soy cake too. Tammy did what she could with what the colony has. Tammy watches you eat the cake, a look of delighted satisfaction. You can share it if you want, she hints, smiling sweetly. If that would make you happy. Yeah, sure, why not? Have some of the cake. Tammy laughs. I was just kidding. I made my own, silly Billy, he says, pulling out a second box. Let's eat them together. Well, there we go. Alright, well, having had that birthday, which I thought let me just check my birthday, right? My birthday is in the first month of quiet, right? And now I'm in the second month of quiet, and now you're telling me this. So, I mean, am I running around doing things now? Because... Oh. Am I running around and doing all these things now during the first month of quiet? And then I use this... No, it can't be. You're telling me things from the first month of quiet, which are happening in the second. Soy cakes are full of preservatives, presumably, so they remain fresh for months. I mean, I've got no problem with that. I mean, I can just go to the store up here and buy a soy cake whenever. Presumably, they're not just making soy cakes. Well, I can't buy it now, but they're not just making soy cakes and then letting them sit out for months. Or they're not cooking them freshly. I don't know, maybe they are, I don't know. Who knows how it works here, but what I'm worried about is that my birthday was last month, right? It was during the first month. It was at the end of the first month, right? Because the stuff that happens in Glow, I get to do my stuff for Glow, and then stuff happens in Glow. So, the end of the month must be where the trigger is for the thing. So my birthday was during the first month of quiet, and now you're giving me a cake in the second month of quiet. Is that because you don't remember when my birthday is? Or is that because you are doing the things for the first month of quiet now, even though I am about to decide what to do in the second month of quiet? If you see what I mean. It's all... It just... I would have expected her to give me the birthday cake during the first month of quiet. Yeah? Because that is when my birthday is. Right? Right? That makes sense? But still, either way, this is getting a save. I don't know. I'm just going to call it Boba fruit. For no reason. Even spelling it incorrectly, after naming it after my character and that. But either way, this is where we're ending. This is where we're ending. I was a teenage exocolonist. Not just for today. I don't think I will be back to it on stream, at least. I absolutely want to know more that's going on and experience more endings. But I don't know that I want to do it on stream again. I don't want to necessarily keep doing it on stream all the time. It takes a lot. I mean, it's taken me 9 sessions to go through one loop. I mean, I could turn it off, turn off the card games, which you could do. It's certainly faster if you don't talk through every bit. Yes, yeah, absolutely, absolutely, I can believe that as well. But yeah, maybe I will go through. Maybe I can turn off the card games and just run to the fast bits and do everything. I don't know, but I think it's time for us to put a Teenage Exocolonist to bed and to pick up with a different point-and-click game come Sunday, when we will be doing, well, whatever point-and-click game it is that's on there. I'm not sure at the moment what it will be. I'm looking at Gabriel Knight, the 20th anniversary edition, because I have not played through that one. But I don't know that I don't want to hear Tim Curry doing his voice, because obviously the 20th anniversary edition did not have Tim Curry doing that. He had moved on to bigger and greater things by that point. But yeah, I'm looking at doing that one, possibly. Well, we will be back tomorrow. And we will be continuing with Alan Wake 2 tomorrow.
Testing how this works. Just redeemed. Make me say a vowel.
Well, okay, let me just go through my spiel where I will say, yes, we will be back tomorrow, and it will be Alan Wake 2, continuation with that. Nothing on Thursday, back on Friday and Saturday for an entirely new game. Again, I'm not sure which one we're doing there. I think it's going to be Terminator Resistance, but I'm not certain. Okay, you want to hear "oh," do you? Well, you get a big close-up of my face while I say "oh." I hope that was well worth it. Yay, a cheer. Excellent, thank you for that brilliant emoticon. That's not what I would have got. Emoji. I don't know that those are. I mean, they are emojis, but I don't know that I would call them that. Hey, anyway, let me just say thank you for having been here. Whether you were here live and in person, or later on in the VOD, the fact that you spent any amount of time here with me, I appreciate you so much. Oh, you're amazing. I will be back tomorrow, as I said, but until then, I have been Richard, and this whole thing around us, why, that's been LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now, limited time offer no vowels. And you have fun, and stay weird.